I'm not playing with that, bro. But yeah, I seen one of the worst lists of my life, bro. Like it was ridiculous. I seen a top 10 most clutchest players in NBA
Mm-hmm.
history. LeBron was number one. That's already starting off bad. MJ, Kobe right behind.
Mm-hmm.
Larry Bird was there. I'm not mad at that. And Dame was up there. You want to know who
Okay.
was after Dame?
Who?
Magic Johnson.
Oh my God. Okay. Okay. I can see where this is going.
Magic Johnson. And honestly, I think those are my main gripes. And then I think, let me double check what did he have? He had Kevin Durant 7, Kyrie Irving 8, Stephen Curry 9, and Ray Allen 10. And then I'm hearing him argue these points, right? What's the most clutch shot of all time? A buzzer beater, right? Okay, he used that. That's what he did. And then somebody else came up and started talking. Oh, well, I value what you do, on defense and the plays you're making in the last 5 minutes of the game. And I'm mad that I couldn't get on because I'm like, if you're gonna value the last 5 minutes of game, Kobe and MJ clear what LeBron did.
Mm-hmm.
MJ on both sides on the passing and defense and all of that clears what LeBron did. And if we're gonna do that, Hakeem Olajuwon is probably better than Magic Johnson in the clutch gene because of what he did to Robert Parrish in 90 in 86, and then in 94, and then against John Starks as well. I'm in my
That
head.
block, yeah.
So in my head, I'm like, this dude don't know what he's talking about. I'm like, it's getting me mad, bro. Like, and then Curry, I'm not gonna lie, and then Robert Holt. The fact that you got Magic Johnson above James Worthy doesn't make sense. What do you have?
I'm still trying to rationalize Damian Lillard. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm thinking most clutch players, a bunch of people with
What?
damn,
My
okay.
bad. Not you. Not you.
Bunch of
I
people
love
with
you, man.
bunch of people with championships and success and big shots in the conference finals, the NBA finals, and then you got Damian Lillard on the back of first round buzzer beaters. I'm like, okay, it's like
Uh,
Hakeem doesn't make it when he's making plays to win series and win championships. But Damian Lillard's hitting a free to beat James Harden is good enough. I'm like,
yeah.
whatever.
I a Dame got a special place in my heart. Let's not talk about Dame. I like Damian Lillard, man. The threes are moving me, Mars. I'm not gonna hold you. Remember that Denver Nuggets series? That was one of the most clutchest performances he's ever had.
The one he lost, 2021.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got sold. CJ McCollum sold him so
Sold
badly.
him badly, bro. He was balling out. Um, but yeah, so we'll get don't want to get too derailed. We'll probably talk about that later on. But you know,
Isaiah Thomas was pretty clutch, besides the
Isaiah
turnover that Larry Bird got. But
Isaiah Tom,
he was pretty clutch.
Isaiah Thomas is up there for sure. Who else? Robert Horry. I think Robert Horry's up there too.
Yeah, he's for sure clutch. Derek Fisher's clutch.
Derek Fisher. Is Ray Allen more clutch than Curry? I think he is.
See, the issue when I think about Ray Allen being clutch, you go to that shot for Miami. But I also remember 2012, he was selling the whole series.
He was. He
He was
was.
selling that whole time. 2010, he had a shocking game where he was at 0 for 9 from 3. Like, the moments Ray Allen, like, the big moment he had is probably the most clutch shot ever.
Mm.
But I can also remember many times where he just didn't show up, but it just gets glossed over, I guess. I guess that will happen when you don't have as much expectation.
That's true. But is he more clutch than Curry though? What do you think? He
If there,
was.
if you
You're
said I
said
can
in
get
the
a
chat.
wide open shot,
You're said in the chat. He was clutch in the Bucks years.
I agree. If you could guarantee me a wide open shot for Steph Curry or Ray Allen with the game on the line, I'm more comfortable with Ray Allen taking it. But I think just in the overall totality of a game, just like coming down the stretch, for the most part, I still think I'd rather have Steph. But
It's not terrible. I feel you on that. I don't. That's the problem with Curry, where like you said, a lot of people define people's careers off of moments. Curry just doesn't have like he doesn't have a moment like that where you're like, "Dag, bro, that was really wild." Like he had that moment almost in 2019 versus the Raptors. Remember that last shot that he put up with like three guys on him?
That I knew was never going to go in. Yeah.
Yeah. Now that could have been a defining moment. And then if he would have made that shot, oh yeah, Stephen Curry's this guy. He's so clutch. Look at that shot he made. But since he didn't make it, we're not going to talk about it like that. He just doesn't have that defining moment that we could see her engage between if he's really
Yeah,
clutch.
what do you think about Iguodala clutch?
I would, like you said, for Ray Allen,
wide open. Okay, dog.
yo, Iggy has more. You know what? Yo, Iggy has more buzzer beaters than Stephen Curry.
That doesn't surprise me.
Hey, when Iguodala said that, I'm not even gonna lie, I was not mad at him at all. Everybody lost their mind, but I was like, I see where he's getting at. I get it. I see what I've seen.
No, I got it too. He said, just give me a wide open shot. He doesn't have to create it for himself. Just give him the wide open shot, catch and shoot. He wants Iguodala. I don't think it was as crazy as people made it seem. It's not like he was just saying, put the ball in Iggy's hands at the end of the game and let him create something. He never said that. But people acted like that's what he was doing. But it is what it is.
Iguodala was a very clutch guy, especially on Philly, man. I loved him on Philly. And that people don't give him love for what he did on Denver that one year. And I don't know why. You remember that?
Yeah, because they played, I'm pretty sure they played Golden State in the playoffs.
They did, but that team being in the playoffs and everything, they don't give him a lot of love for that, bro. He was really good that year.
Is Iggy a Hall of Famer?
Nah, I don't think so. He don't have enough All NBAs.
Does he even have one All NBA?
I
know he has the Finals MVP. I'm pretty sure he has a couple all defensive teams. He has an All-Star selection. Four titles. How many Finals MVPs aren't Hall of Famers?
Probably not a lot because I guess Iggy's probably like the one few guy that won it and like not be an All NBA guy. Let me check James Worthy for a second.
He's a Hall of Famer.
He's a Hall of Famer for sure. But what he was 2-time All NBA, so he got that one. Iggy don't even have that. So I've seen, at least by what I've been noticing for the Hall of Fame, and chat, correct me if I'm wrong. Is there a guy who made the Hall of Fame and has not made an All NBA team? Because I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure every Hall of Famer made an All NBA team, but correct me if I'm wrong.
The only Finals MVP who I don't think is in the Hall of Fame that I can think of is Chauncey Billups Hall of Famer.
I think he's going to, or he recently got into. I'm not sure. I'm not
because the only ones I can think of is Chauncey and Cornbread Maxwell. In
I'm
81.
not sure if Chauncey made it, bro.
They're the only two that are coming to the top of my head, but I don't know if
he's not yet. I think he is. The chat is saying he's not yet. I think he is going to be in the Hall of Fame though. But again, he made All NBA teams too.
Yeah, he did.
So it's like I don't think if you haven't made an All NBA team, I don't think you're getting in there at all. If he makes it, I'll be very surprised.
That's valid.
But then that was nice conversating, man. We're gonna get to the title of the video, and I want to open up by saying this, right? I don't care what happens in the regular season.
Oh my God.
I absolutely cannot care less. My issue is the lack of consistency with the NBA fans and the NBA media in general. You guys care about the regular season. You guys care about that. You guys care about going up head to head against these title contenders. Mars, I didn't realize this. The last time the Bucks faced the Celtics, they beat them in an overtime game without Marcus Smart, without Al Horford, without Jayden Brown, without Jason Tatum. Then the last time they played them, they got blown out again. Blown out, Mars. So, by all means, I'm an advocate of not caring about the regular season. I'm going to talk crap no matter what. I don't care if the Milwaukee Bucks went on a 16-game winning streak. I don't care about that. I don't care that they lost to the Celtics. But you guys do. You guys care about nonsense like that. So, if y'all are going to care, I expect y'all to acknowledge the fact that the 3 times where the Boston Celtics faced the Milwaukee Bucks, Boston blew them out twice. And then the other time, it took an overtime game for them to win without damn near the whole starting lineup. Because I think Robert Williams came off the bench that game. So it just doesn't make sense to me, Mars, that people will ignore all of that when a 16-game winning streak going up against guys who are hurt and scrubs, they're just going to care about all of that. It doesn't make sense, Mars. Do you see?
I get what you're saying. People aren't gonna understand what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
They do understand what I'm saying.
They don't like what you're saying.
They don't like what I'm saying, and they don't want to understand what I'm saying. By all means, I want everybody up here that was talking about all of this 16-game winning streak, the regular season matters. I want everybody that was up during that time up today, and I want to hear what you have to say. And if anything out your mouth that says it's just one game or the regular season is not like that, I'm booting you off the call because that's not what you were saying 2 weeks ago.
See, we got Jay Lewis in the chat already, just missing the point completely.
I will boot you off the call if you hit me with the regular season don't matter or it's just a few games, because that's why I was telling y'all the whole entire time. I will kick you out the call.
Damn, Dictator Dub is crazy.
I don't like the inconsistency, Mars, and that's my problem with people. I don't care about it. I'm not gonna lie. When you told my live reaction, right? I think it was on Dub's World last night. My live reaction. He was like, "Oh yeah, your take is agent fine." I'm like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah, they're blown." I was like, "Wow." I started laughing, and I started laughing because I'm like, "You guys are done tomorrow." I'm like, "You guys are done." Yo, I'm telling y'all, bro. So I'm here for it today, man. I can't wait. Oh man, we got love in the building.
What's up, Dub? Hey, I was with you on that.
I ain't see this face in a minute.
Facts. I know.
What's up,
We'll take.
What's going on, love? I ain't see this face in quite some time.
Hey,
Mars,
man. We'll be the 7th seed after tonight, Leaf.
Wait. That would be the Lakers. Oh yeah. That game is That game is ref by Scott Foster, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. I should shoot about like 20-something free throws.
Who's the Lakers play today?
Y'all should shoot about
Timberwolves.
Y'all should shoot about 30-something free throws to the Timberwolves.
That's a tough game. I'm not gonna lie.
Nah, it is a tough game, but y'all should shoot about 30-something free throws to the Timberwolves.
The Timberwolves are the worst. The Timberwolves are the worst fouling team in the NBA. So
definitely. Y'all should shoot about 40-something thousand free throws, man. That everybody know the game plan is, man.
Whatever makes you happy, Leaf. But back to, because I've been pushing.
I'm telling you how the game is gonna go. Love.
Leave. We are not talking about the
We're not talking about the
Lakers. Can we get on topic?
I've been pushing my Jason Tatum all year. I've been telling people he's top 5, and then yet again he goes to Milwaukee. It seems like every time he go to Milwaukee, he gets a family deal because he getting 40 pieces, extra crispy, extra biscuits, extra gravy. So all I'm saying is, how many times does he have to go and beat the best player in his place?
All right. I'm a rebuttal this.
And love, I almost forgot to mention this. The Bucks also lost to the Philadelphia Sixers.
Right.
Bucks also lost.
They got blown out by Denver too.
To the Denver Nuggets, and they got blown out.
Cooked by Denver.
Yeah.
So if for people who care about the regular season game and just not caring about that, that's inconsistent.
But they beat the
Dub.
Hey, everybody. I just want to ask the brother with glasses, right? How many? So did Dub already provide proper context for that game, or did he just boast or about him quote unquote being right?
I'll say it for you. It was a back-to-back. It was the second night of a back-to-back. It was the 5th game in 7 nights. You still don't get beat by 40 at home. Go ahead.
Okay. So let me remind the people of some of Dub's favorite teams, right? Like, I don't know, like the Golden State Warriors when they got beat by the San Antonio Spurs by 35 in 2018. Did that stop them from doing what they need to do? No. How about hold on, Dub? How about your Miami Heat in 2011 losing to the Chicago Bulls by 35. But did that matter in the playoffs? But hold on. One more dub.
I'm gonna boot you out there. I'm about to boot you out the call, Ace 30. You want to know why? Because the same reasonings on which I brought up for the Boston Celtics, that's what I said. And like I said before, and I said this because I could tell you didn't listen, so I'm gonna repeat myself again. I do not care about any of these games. My issue is you and other people did care about this. And I said to not overreact like that. And I'm not going to use that as a fair judgment on why they're the favorites. But now here you go again, proving my point. Now you're bringing up all this other nonsense as excuses for the Milwaukee Bucks. When I said that before to clarify,
y'all leave 30 alone.
Calm down, sir. You're yelling a little too much. Hold on.
I'm going away from getting booted out the call again.
You're shouting.
Let me calm him down. First of all, Dub, I told you before, I don't have them as the favorites. But all I do is debunk some of the narratives that you have against this team, like regression, they're not better, they're frauds. I push back against that. Just because I push back against that does not mean I have them as a favorite, nor does that mean I value regular season games. That's number one.
That's better.
Number two,
that is the clickbait title, Dub. They are not frauds.
And number two, let Mars give his take.
You gotta get eyes.
Sturdy. I just wanted to ask how it felt to just walk directly past the point when you went on your little soliloquy with Dub. Like directly past. Like you saw Dub's point, you just ignored it and carried on going. Like how did that feel? Like did you do that on purpose?
Great.
Like what was going on there?
Nah, I just want to aggravate Dub a little bit because like he knows. I heard Dub say most of the time regular season games don't matter on PC platform, but now because he predicts the Bucks, he predicts the Celtics gonna win the title. Now he wants the regular season games to matter, and I get it, Dub. You want to be right, especially since I know you want to continue to be right. But the problem with Dub, you're not gonna have a chance to be proven right until if they.
All right. I told you. Yeah, one more. You had one more chance. And you did the same exact thing. Not once, but twice. Ace 30.
I'm going to be honest.
Hold up. Leave. Ace 30. I love you, my brother. I love you. Ace 30 is a great guy. Always supporting. Love him to death. But like I said before, and I gave you a chance.
Fidel
you did it
Castro,
again.
Dub?
Because I told you.
Dictator
I told everybody in the beginning, I do not care about regular season games. Y'all did, and all I'm doing is using y'all same energy against you. Now y'all trying to flip it.
We got Paul.
Allow me to retort that real quick. Allow me to retort that real quick.
Lee, who you a fan of this week? Is it who? Who is it?
He's a Timberwolves fan now. He's a Timberwolves.
Is he the same person that said Isaiah Thompson's like a top 10 player of all time or something? Is that you?
Isaiah Thomas.
30, I'm sorry, bro. I gotta be a man of my word, bro. I can't make empty promises, man.
Let's get something straight. That now all the Bucks have been very shaky these last couple of weeks. I've seen what Dub was kind of alluding to and I saw it at the Sacramento game because if Giannis had to do what he did against Sacramento, and that's not saying nothing against Sacramento because they're a good team. If he had to do what he did against Sacramento and have these big games, and if Drew Holiday had to put up 50 the other night, this team has a problem. This team has a problem going into the postseason. Now, Boston, on the Boston side of things, I think Boston did what they needed to do. They came in, they had a game where they needed to prove something, and they did. They beat the hell out of them last night, man. It was brutal. I mean, it's no excuses. I mean, it was a back-to-back. It is what it is. Giannis did play only 25 minutes. Everybody else played minutes because of what this, that, the third. But I thought they should have did that the night before instead of saving that 50-point game. That 50-point game from Holiday might have came up big in tonight's game, last night's game. Excuse me. So I thought they should have saved that, but yeah, apparently they did.
They should have saved the 50-point. Wait, what do you mean saved the 50-point?
What I mean is that that 50-point performance. I don't want to say save it. I want to say I worded.
This is just gonna be like, you know what?
How does a player just be like, you know what? I'm gonna get 50.
I worded it wrong. I worded it wrong, Mars. My bad, man. What I meant to say was that 50-point performance would have actually meant something against the Celtics instead of a night before when they played the who did they play the night before? I don't even remember.
The Pacers.
The Pacers, right? Yeah. So no. What I'm saying is, if they needed that to beat the Pacers, they needed a whole lot more to beat the Celtics.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's what that's what I was really getting into. But to harp on Dub's point about the Bucks are looking shaky. They are looking very, very shaky. But I didn't see it weeks ago when he said it, and I gotta give my brother a salute to today, man. The Bucks they're not looking as promising as I thought they was looking.
And you know what the problem with the Bucks is? The problem with the Bucks is what me and Dub said last time, when their number 2 is not Chris, bro. And also the context around yesterday's game, since he wants to, I've seen a lot of excuses for the Bucks that it was the second of a back-to-back in their 5th game in 7 nights. But I will also add that they sacked Chris Middleton and Joe Ingles, and I believe, and maybe one other player last night. So they were looking forward to this Boston match. That's number 1. Number 2, Chris Middleton is not the same. He's not the same, bro.
Okay. So all right. So Love, let me ask everybody in here something. In order for the Bucks to do what they did in 2021, I guess verbatim, their number 2 has to be Chris Middleton. Y'all saying that?
What needs to happen? What needs to happen is that everybody in playing basketball needs to get injured, like happened in 2020.
You want to do the conspiracy? Oh, so we doing the conspiracy game?
It's not a conspiracy. It's not a conspiracy. That was injury riddled. Everybody was like, I don't know what they were drinking. Everybody went down. I'm not saying that that's against or for the Bucks. I'm saying that that's just life. Shit happens. If we can run a 2K simulation where everybody got 100 maxed out, no injury stats, cool. We can see like what really gonna happen. But it's real life. People got knees. People got everything that's gonna happen, and that's just how it is. The Bucks got super lucky. Shit happens.
Oh, of course. Oh, yeah. Hey, listen, it is what it is. I mean, it's a lot of the championships that happened in the past 12 years is mostly Mickey, but I thought the Bucks.
I don't think it's Mickey. I don't think it's Mickey. You work with what you get. That's life. If you think that's Mickey, then the entirety of our universe is Mickey. Do you know how much shit random just happens? Like, that's life. So it's not Mickey. The bubble isn't Mickey. 2020 isn't Mickey. Any of whatever happened in the 90s where the best player in the second best player in the Lakers got injured is not Mickey. Shit happens. People play with it. You take what's in front of you.
I think you taking my term Mickey and blowing up for what it is. I meant it the light way, but it's definitely Mickey in terms of like how I value the champion, like how we value the 2011 championship. We don't value any other championship that had injuries next to it, because the 2011 didn't really have that much. I
see what Leaf and Dabe is saying, and I agree with both actually. So it's like Dabe's right, and people keep doing that where you're like, oh, you're trying to take away what Giannis did. No, he won a chip. He had a great performance in winning that chip. He was phenomenal. You can never take that away from him, never at all. But yeah, when we're trying to sit here and accurately rank and accurately place these guys for the future, for future years, and what they could do in the postseason, and then valuing that ring as well compared to other guys, I mean, some things like that comes into play. Factors like that comes into play on where we rank that, right? If I'm bodybuilding, right, and I'm in a bodybuilding competition, but 2 or the 3 strongest guys that I know could possibly beat me is not there because they're hurt. Well, then me winning that doesn't feel as good as if they were there. You feel me? It's not
100%.
You don't feel as accomplished.
Definitely.
Ric Flair said it best. Ric Flair said it best. If you want to be the man, you got to beat the man.
Yeah, definitely. And to harp more on the subject, I definitely harp more on the fact that Milwaukee needed big games against not non-contending teams on their level to beat them in these past couple of weeks. You getting 51 and going down the nail biter with Indiana, and then Giannis got to do what he did against Sacramento. That means the rest of your unit has a problem. Now for the Celtics part again, Dub, I understand what you're saying. I think the Celtics proved that they can beat the Bucks, no problem. The problem is going to be the rest of the teams.
What other teams? Who?
Boston's been shaky too.
No.
What are the other teams?
The problem.
Bro,
Okay.
Jason Tatum been
Wait. Hold on. Let me.
rookie
Hold on.
season.
Wait. Hold on. I'm gonna get to it. All right. How many of y'all in here had them? What Miami is in number 7, right?
You're right.
They should beat us pretty easily. I'm not even gonna lie.
Pretty easy. Okay.
By
right.
6 games at most.
It'll be a tough 5-game series.
It is
Yeah.
So all right. So okay. All right. It'll be a tough 5-game series. So all right. So say that's top 5, that 5-game series. They come out a little bit not as healthy as like like a series. Say if they would have played us in the first round or something like that. Do you think that would play effect in going on to the next series and the series after if they don't come out of the Miami series as healthy as?
I'm sorry. What is your question? I'm like,
what I'm saying, like, what are y'all
trying to ask? Are you trying to ask after them going against Miami, they'll be banged up, which is going to affect them in the later series?
Do you think Miami will put them through a tough enough series to the fact that they will be spent in a series afterwards? That's what I'm saying.
Who are we talking about Miami going up against right now?
Miami.
Boston. Oh no.
I don't think so either.
No.
And even then.
And last year they had like a lot of 7-game series. I think by the time they reached the finals, that affected them. But you gotta remember, a lot of these players on Boston are young. Tatum's like 25, Jayden is 6. I think that'll catch up to them if they go 7-7-7 again. But I don't. Well, actually, they did sweep the Brooklyn, but
that was a good. Those are all good games, though.
Yeah, they were all
that was a hard sweep.
Yeah,
that was a hard sweep.
That was a hard sweep. Yeah, that was a hard sweep. It was a sweep nonetheless, but it was a hard sweep. So, but the only reason I asked that because obviously the Jaylen Brown situation is a little bit glaring. Like from the previous interviews that I've seen, that looked like somebody that won out to me. I don't know. I could be wrong about that. I mean, hopefully, because he's up for like the 5-year Supermax if he makes the All NBA team, obviously. But
probably.
I think
no.
If he's a forward, I think he makes it. If he's a guard, I don't think he does.
He's not going to be a 4.
No. I think he's going to be a 3. He's going to be because don't they start Tatum at the
games?
He's a shooting guard on that team, right?
But he's played most of his games this year as a forward.
As a 3, as a 3 or 4.
Yeah, 3. He's a 3.
Okay, all right. So if he's listed at 3 and then he can make like the 3rd or 2nd team, something like that, then I think the Celtics will probably like look maybe depending on how the season ends this year.
You talking about Batman? You talking about Batman?
That's what you call him.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown last night, boy. I was like, this is really Batman out here. You seen the mask on him and everything.
He definitely does. He definitely does have Batman moments.
I'm a believer. I'm a believer now, man. That's Batman, bro.
He definitely has Batman moments, for sure. But
are you saying like best player on the team? Dub? Is that what you're saying?
Oh no, it's just because he had the mask. You got Batman and Superman. Jason Tatum.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Batman's better than Superman.
In what way? Why?
Yeah,
why?
You're right.
Why?
What you mean? Why?
Eye test. Okay.
Yeah, the eye test. Yeah, definitely. So do y'all see Jaylen Brown on the Celtics team next year?
I said before the season I wouldn't be surprised if Jaylen Brown ended up asking out eventually.
Yeah,
I remember saying that, and I said it would be because I don't think you can put your second best player in this many trade talks consistently, and then expect him to buy into a project when you've been it's been made clear by upper management that you're dispensable.
But it's just so unfortunate.
They're
clearly so good together. Like they play really well as a team that I don't even know what the Celtics management is doing by even letting that just be like that.
I feel what you're saying, but winning cures a lot. And if they win a chip this year, he's gonna be like, I like my guys better. We won a chip. I'm gonna stay with my boys. You feel me?
Kawhi won a chip and left.
Kawhi different.
Kawhi's a robot.
Because Kawhi hated the cold and he didn't want to be out there in the cold.
PJ Tucker won a championship and left.
He did.
Okay, but PJ Tucker is not Jaylen Brown, so.
Yeah. I mean, but PJ Tucker played a big effect in that. And
PJ Tucker didn't spend years with the Bucks.
What Milwaukee was doing.
PJ Tucker didn't spend years with the Bucks, though.
He was willing to stay, but he just didn't get the contract that they're offering him less money than I think the Heat were, or something like that.
They offer him 2 years, $15 million.
We offer him.
Yeah, but he wanted that bag though.
He
So.
got 3 years. He got 3 years with Philly just now.
Like 3 years, 40 or something like that. 3 years,
and he's like 50 years old. So him getting that type of security.
Yeah. He definitely
right there.
Yeah, I don't know, but
no, you can go ahead.
Nah, go ahead, Dubba. Go ahead, Dubba.
No, I know this is slightly off topic, but I hear you guys debating quite a bit on players' intangibles, and I want to know, why do people bring up, like, I absolutely hate this person has a stronger mentality than another person. Like, they're inside the other person's body. They know what's going through their head.
Yeah, aren't you a mind reader?
Like, I just, like, Ticket brings up. What's up?
Dabe, you know where that comes from, bro? The same people that tell you what's the best thing about Tom Brady. What's the first thing they go to? Intangibles. Like, they in the huddle with him. Like, you know what I'm saying? I
think you can analyze it.
I think intangibles have value because, like, you can you can see someone's demeanor, you can see how they respond in interviews, you can see like just a few sneak peeks you see within like practice facilities or whatever. You can see like little things that can cause you to make an opinion. I understand it, and I think if you play sports, you understand how it's more than just the physical aspects. There's a mental aspect to all sports, no matter what you do. And I agree, it has its value. I just don't like the idea that people say things as if they are fact. Like they'll say the LeBron James isn't mentally tough enough, as if it's just true, and like you can just prove that he's not mentally tough enough because he lost in 2011 or he joined another team. I'm like, you can guess. It doesn't make you right. You're just assuming things with your own personal biases.
I think the proper wording is like LeBron is not tough enough for people that is countering his initial game plan. Would that be a better wording?
I think the wording should be LeBron makes different decisions than I would make. That's what it is. It's the same reason they call KD soft. You wouldn't make a decision.
Why was that funny, Dub?
It doesn't make them not mentally tough. It means they would make a different decision, and if you was in the same position, you'd make a different decision.
Because I think of like the Leon Edwards versus Kamaru Usman first fight, how Leon looked like defeated after coming into the 5th round, and then he knocked them out. So like, how can you guys really sit there and be like, oh yeah, this person can't do this because he looked sad and the 4th quarter he quit, he's over? Like, you really don't. And humans are so complicated. I know, like, we're watching these people on our teams, but humans are so complicated and have so much depth. You really don't know. You can make inferences, like Mar said. You can make an opinion, but you can't use that as a detractor or as a positive towards someone's game if you really don't know, in my opinion.
You could definitely make an opinion, man. Like Mars saying, I think Houston Rockets is getting the first pick.
I think it's important. I think.
Okay, just wait.
They are.
I think there's some.
No, they're not.
They are.
No, they're not.
And I'm going to hell of Rockets games when we have Victor.
Just because you live there, don't mean y'all getting it, bro. I'm telling you, Vic is going.
You don't want to see Jalen Green, Sengun, and Wembanyama when Steven Silas is on. I'm just saying, you don't want to see.
Bro, Vic, listen, Vic. The first overall pick is going to somebody in the Northwest Division, bro. And I'm telling y'all right now.
So Dabe, so there's some like clear instances, like Jimmy Butler and Paul George. I'll use as an example, right? I could clearly see and understand, and like the demeanor, the aspect, the way they talk. I could see and see. All right, I think that Jimmy Butler has a stronger mentality than PG, and I could be comfortable and confident in saying that based off of his body language and what I'm reading, right? But when we're having these talks about like LeBron and MJ and Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant and then Tim Duncan, like that was like it. I think they all have strong mentalities, right? I wouldn't use that. I wouldn't use that as a bar to be like, all right, this player is better than player B, because it's like, bro, they all have shown the ability to have a killer will, to galvanize the troops, to show that demeanor, to show that aura, to gravity. So it's like now we're just pitching pennies, and I'm like, to me, when we have guys in that realm, it's like, all right, let's just talk about their game, because they've all shown a bunch of intangibles that, you know, we don't need to pick apart. That Jimmy Butler and PG is a good one. Ben Simmons, to compare him to somebody else, you could talk about that. You know, Karl Anthony Towns, like you could talk about players like that, and then be like, all right, that's what hold him. KD could be used as a good example of not having that demeanor. I do think he cares about the game a different way, but if he had that demeanor to him, maybe we could be seeing something different with him, man.
But I would also say that if you look at that, like you look at somebody like let's say like within the panel, like you see when Ticket and Mars are debating, there's a much more different style of how they're getting their point across and their demeanor. So some people might think like Mars is like a more subtle and like maybe even weak-willed person because he's always like not the person that. No, I'm not like calling you like that.
I know.
Yeah, but I'm like, since he's loud and he's talking and it's all ooga booga, and people are like, oh well, he must like be more confident. But if you really like listen to what Mars says and you listen to what Ticket says, you're like, oh, so it's not just about the demeanor, it's not just about the mannerisms, it's about what you're producing.
Ticket be loud and wrong half the time. But anyway, I think like as far as the intangible part though, I think the players like that Dub brought up, like a PG and Jimmy Butler is a great example. Like even like when we talk about the bubble, we know like how good of a player PG like skill wise is, but you saw like that bubble in certain instances where like you can see something is in his head, something is wrong mentally, and he even discussed it like he was having depression problems and things of that nature in the bubble. And so a lot of people, would sum that up to intangibles or winning qualities.
Is someone having depression problems weak-willed or weak mentality?
No, I don't think so. But I'm saying
we're going down a weird road right
now. People will, sum that up to, lack of intangibles. And
that's what people do with Ben Simmons all the time.
When you also see like a player,
but is it true with Ben Simmons though?
Rondo,
I don't know him.
In pressure situations. I think people that are able to handle pressure situations, we say that they have great intangibles, which I do think that is a thing. Like you were talking about, like the human element. Some people do thrive and do perform better under pressure than others. That is a real thing.
Yeah, that is a real thing. Definitely.
You have people, and you have. You have people who could read it though too. Like you have people who give classes out to read body language, to tell to read mannerism and decide their character.
Dub teaches us.
Nah. I've seen a lot of videos on that. So you could.
I've been told I could teach a few classes on that, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Go ahead, KB. Go ahead, KB.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just that. I mean, what also adds to it is like what we hear from former players. I mean, one of the reasons why Kobe and MJ's mentality is so talked about and like what their intangibles are talked about is because there's so many stories of these former players. They come out and they tell these tales of Kobe and MJ. They trash talk their work ethic and their competitiveness. That's what adds to what we think of competitiveness. Especially Tim Duncan's a newer one, right? Like I don't know if it's just me, but like in recent months, actually, I've been seeing a lot more shorts and like Instagram stories of like players talking about Tim Duncan's mentality, how he's strong-willed and how like he didn't trash talk, but it'd be simple things. It'd be like, "Good job, you did well."
That's trash.
Like
I bet he was
when DeMarcus Cousins talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
If somebody dunked on me and said "good job," I'm fighting. Like that's crazy.
he was probably that one dude who grabbed the board and just look at him and be like, "Bitch." And then just keep going.
That's another issue with mentality and stuff. I do think there's a part of winning bias that comes into it. For example, like Tim Duncan, very even keeled, very calm, well mannered, etc. Steph Curry, very happy, like he's shooting, turning around, etc. They won, so they don't get criticized for those type of things. If Tim Duncan never won and he was that even keeled, there'll be the question. Tim Duncan never really wanted enough. He wasn't intense enough.
He's not tough enough and all that.
So Mars,
like for example, Brandon Ingram is very even keeled. He's very just mild demeanor. He's just very straight to the point. He's gonna go score. He's not gonna get too high, get too low. People say Brandon Ingram's soft. He had a toe contusion. He missed a long time. Brandon Ingram is soft. But then you got other guys who are very even keeled, who don't get too high, get too low. That's great leadership. That's them leading by example. That's them not letting their emotions get the best of them. It's like you're only saying that because they won. It's not because they're actually being
because they won. Yeah, I was about to ask you that.
Patrick Beverley's a perfect example of somebody who talks a lot but doesn't really win much. But people think he's like a strong, like willed mentality person.
Listen, once JT, if JT wins, everyone will switch up. They will switch up like nothing. Top 5.
And I don't want to hear it. Then I
don't top 5.
Listen, but it's not. All right. It's not a secret that
he showed up.
It's not a secret. It's not a secret that winning cures everything.
Yeah, 100%. It's just weird that these mentality things are being tied into winning. It's like
Yeah.
They
that
are
doesn't make you more mentally strong because you won with the way you were acting.
right.
Everyone wins and everyone acts differently. Tim Duncan acts differently to Kobe, who acts different to MJ, who
Right.
acts different to LeBron. They all
But
won.
Mars,
There's no one way to do it.
You brought up a good point when you talked about like the stories that people went, because when that LeBron documentary comes out, people are going to switch up even more, because I think with The Last Dance and unfortunately Kobe's death, we get a lot of reverence with like MJ and Kobe now. This is almost a mythology with these people. When LeBron retires, and you has like a lot more people telling stories about him. You see the JJ Redick's coming out, the J.R. Smith's coming out, the whatever, and you see the whole the Tristan Thompson's coming out.
Anybody but him.
Everybody, you got people making documentaries and stuff. I feel like the talk around LeBron will change just as much.
I think so too. I actually agree with that way of thinking. It's all about perspective. You feel me?
So you
like
think LeBron will finally
Kareem
get his
Abdul-
flowers for real? Like once the
It's just the narrative would change. That's all. The narrative would change because there's a lot of younger people being influenced by that and believing in the mythology, believing in what people say. And I mean, it's humans in general. It is what it is. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was a guy who was getting criticized a lot before he started winning titles with the Lakers. But like I said, the winning came, and Kareem was the same guy no matter what. He was the same exact guy.
See, like
time is like makeup. It just hides all the flaws. Like as time goes on, the flaws of LeBron's career are going to disappear.
That's a fact.
Like 40 years from now, they're not going to remember the Tuesday night game where LeBron had 11 points on 4 of 15. They're not going to remember that. Same reason we don't talk about Magic Johnson folding in 1981 against Houston. We don't talk about that because everyone just forgets about these things. The same reason no one brings up Kareem missing the playoffs twice in his prime on 2 different teams because people just forget about these things. That's what's going to happen with LeBron. I think 2011 will always get brought up because that's kind of hard to forget.
That's a moment.
Yeah, most of those like things.
Said Tom is like makeup, bro. This shit just covers everything. That's a bar.
I mean, if you watch the Last Dance and that was your first introduction to Michael Jordan, you thought he started playing basketball in 1990 and then he retired after he won.
Right. Yeah. But I think the thing is, when I think mythology, the only person name that come up for me is Wilt, bro. Like that's it. Like everybody else.
Oh yeah, it's because you're old.
I ain't that old, motherfucker.
You're kind of old.
Bro, I'll be 35 on Friday, bro.
Oh Jesus Christ!
All right, I think that's enough time. What was it? 42-minute mark. So.
But to harp more on the Celtics part before I go, I think the Celtics they shouldn't have a problem with anybody going forward in the postseason now that they getting their stride this late in the season, and because that's how they did it last year after the RJ Barrett buzzer beater back in the last January. Then they just went on an incredible run and somehow and made it out of the East, man. Like after that game, they didn't really struggle too much no more. So. I think the Celtics, they did, but the Bucks, they got some issues. They got to clean this shit up.
All right, Leaf, be safe, brother.
I ain't leaving now, man. I was
Before we get up out of here, I have a couple things. Number one, I am a Lakers fan, but I'm a JT fan. I saw the script already. It's going to be a Lakers Celtics final, number 18. The Lakers.
I've been saying that for years now. Man.
Also, though, the bigger question about Giannis in Milwaukee, I don't think Giannis finishes his career in Milwaukee. That's kind of a hot take, I guess. But with this team is kind of older. Drew Holiday, I believe, is up there. Chris Middleton is up there and coming off a major injury. I don't think. Me personally, he wants to spend too many years where he's, like the best player in the world, but not really with the real chance of winning a title. So I do believe, and it's not like Milwaukee is a free agent destination, or they would have to trade if anything to get like a legit number 2. So y'all's thoughts on Giannis finishing his career in Milwaukee?
He'll probably stay in Milwaukee and finish his career. I mean, he's talking about how a lot of how the front office and the ownership of Milwaukee, they've done a lot of good for him. They've helped him when he initially came to America. They helped him get family visas and stuff. So he has that personal connection with the ownership. And they've done right by him so far. I mean, they've gone the coaching, they've gone the players. Now, maybe down the line, if they somehow do wrong him, and
you said the coaching, that's crazy. My bad.
They went from Mike Budenholzer. I mean, that's a big upgrade in my opinion.
That's a mid off. That's a mid off.
That's not a mid off. Jason Kidd's a terrible coach. If you think he's a good coach, then that's a discussion for another day. But anyways, they've done right by him so far, but that's not a mid off. Yeah, but they've done right by him. I think he's willing to stay. But again, if they do wrong him in any way, if any like conflict comes in, or if like maybe there's a situation where it's like Luka is in Dallas right now where they just suck and their ownership's incompetent, then maybe he does. But as of right now, there's nothing to say that he won't. That he will leave.
Damon Giannis needs to team up, man.
Giannis is going to Houston. Like, I don't know what we're doing right now, but it's
Luka Giannis duo. Oh my god.
Jalen Green, Wembanyama, Giannis, big three.
All right, love Dabe, appreciate y'all, KB.
No, what happened to Twitter, bro?
Oh, I deactivated it. I came up with a new one. It's the same Twitter handle and everything.
Send it in the
Dictator Debonair.
Dictator Debonair is elite, actually. Yeah, I got you. It's literally Debonair. Y'all can all shoot me a follow. I'll put it in the private chat.
Bet.
But y'all
appreciate it. Thanks for having me on.
No problem, fellas. Be safe. Good conversations. It's nice.
Shout out to our GOAT members, though.
Shout out to our GOAT members, King J and Comatose, man. It's only a click away. Look at that. Yo, I'll be spitting bars low key, bro, and I don't even be knowing. I'll be doing it mid sequence too, man. You gotta give me my props, bro.
You're the best host on the page.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about, man. Thoughts on next year Chet and his play style?
I was big on Chet. I think the issue I have with OKC is just they lack size, and I don't think Chet can play the 5. So I think they need to play him at the 4, but right now they got like Jeremiah Robinson or like Poku and stuff. I'm like, So I think Chet, he's not strong enough, but I do think he's an extremely skilled, good passer, good shooter, great rim protector. But I do think he needs to play the 4, not the 5.
Fire. I agree. Yeah, Jokic got the MVP after last night.
After a game he didn't play. Interesting.
Yeah, I don't.
Interesting. Him not playing got him the MVP, but when Embiid didn't play, he was ducking. Okay.
Yeah, that don't make sense.
Oh, Lowe's in the chat.
Yeah, we'll send the link. We'll send the link.
Casual.
The real bot. Lowe was capping last night. Crazy.
Lowe was getting cooked by a ticket last night. It was crazy.
Oh, with the Stephen Curry, Ray Allen thing?
Steph Curry, Ray Allen, John Stockton, Jokic. He was just getting cooked.
Yeah, it was so bad for him, bro. I was watching that too. I'm like, these clips are all helping ticket. I'm not gonna hold you. Oh man, it's so sad. The Celtics always have the Bucks number. They always have the Bucks play the long ball game, and Boston is a better shooting threat. Bad matchup.
I agree.
The more the Celtics continue on the Bucks, the more I'm convinced that they only lost was because of Kyrie.
Yeah, I think there was more to it in 2019 than just Kyrie.
Yeah. You really think Boston will hit 33s in the playoffs? If so, that is laughable.
They hit 33s and won by 40. It's not like they hit 30 and won by 2. They won by 40. They don't need to hit 33s to win a game. Like, what are you talking about?
Who booted me from backstage? Did you boot Mad Max?
No, I don't do anything backstage. I'm just here.
Probably lagged out, man. But Mad Max right here.
Nah, Dictator Dub.
I ain't lag out. It said thanks for the little thing you get after you put them out the room.
They booted Mad Max.
Dub exposed. You kicked him. That's crazy.
Dub, I can't have my camera on. Do you mind if I go off?
Yeah, I'm shiesty Dub today, man. I'm gonna get it right, man.
What's up, Dub?
Yeah, you can.
What's up, Gerald? What's up, Gerald?
You can turn your camera.
Give me a second.
Thanks, Mars.
There you go.
I'll be right back.
How's it going, everyone?
It's fantastic. How's everyone doing?
It's going straight. I'm just ready for Dub to come back so I can go ahead and cook about this Bucks and stuff because I don't really. I really feel like
it's crazy, man. I'm sorry. I don't do this shit one bit at all.
We down playing the Bucks right now, and it's like they're doing the same thing the Celtics are doing, and it's just crazy to me. Like,
what's the same thing the Celtics are doing?
All right, since I want to wait till Dub get back so I don't really have to repeat this, but I mean they've been playing the same.
They're gonna boost you because you talk about regular season stuff.
I'm saying, exactly. He don't really care, but this is what I mean when I talk about this. Do we really expect for in a playoff game for the Boston Celtics to be 56 from the field and 51 from the three? Like, are we really expecting them to go crazy like this every time and beat them by 40?
Nah.
Oh my god. Okay.
This is when it got the shiesty, bro.
What happened last?
Terrorist, man?
What happened last season in Game 7?
Hey, Dub. How you gonna call the Bucks a fraud, dude? When Luka might miss the playoff this year, bro. Would that consider Luka a fraud then?
Hey, the title's the title. I didn't say that.
Okay, well, whoever made the title was lying because since Dub said that the Bucks were regressing on March the 7th,
he's gonna
Steph went 8-3, and the Bucks have went 9-3. They both have went the same way. So if you say the Bucks don't look like that, they're not looking that good lately, they're just not moving me. You're essentially saying the same thing about the Celtics, bro. They both got the same record right now. And the Celtics have lost to way shittier teams.
What happened to Game 7, man?
Man, we talking about a year ago, bro.
Okay. What happened in the first game of the
Celtics
season?
were down 3-2 last year to Milwaukee last year.
Hold on. Watch this.
Without Middleton.
What happened to the first game they met up this season? What happened?
When did they meet up this season?
I'll tell you score. It was like 138 to 118. What happened the second time they met up? It took them to win an overtime game with damn near everybody being hurt. And then what just happened now? They just got blown out again. So 3 out of the last 4 times they played each other, blowout. Then the only reason they won one of those games is because everybody was hurt. I don't know what that sounds like to you, but what that sounds like to me is that the Boston, man, they just on another level, man.
What's crazy is that in both games they played, Jason Tatum had to drop 40 points to like solidify that dub. Like, crazy. Like, we really expecting JT to drop 40 each game?
No, but I trust the team to blow them out.
But that didn't happen last year.
I'm just not believing in that.
What happened last year when Tatum dropped 40?
56% from the field or 51. Something.
I don't think Tatum didn't drop 40. Tatum didn't drop 40 when they blew them out in Game 7, though.
Oh my God! Then after that, you said, "What about the game at the beginning of the season?" He dropped 40 for them to win,
but not in Game 7.
Bro, that's a.
Grant Williams dropped 40.
How are you going to consider the Bucks a fraud when they've been the best team in the East the last 5 years?
Hey man, the Utah Jazz was the best in the West for a while, man.
If you want to talk about a team that's a fraud, the Lakers are a fraud. They're a fraud.
Utah Jazz.
Lakers? Nah, not the Lakers, man. What are we talking about? You got the GOAT over there. What are you talking about, Gerald? You have the greatest of all time, LeBron James. What are you talking about, Gerald?
And it's time we start putting AD back in the top.
What are the Lakers up to the bubble season? Nothing. Zero. Nothing.
Oh. You got LeBron and AD. They can't be frauds, man.
What? What did they do last year?
They
were terrible last season.
Those are the biggest frauds of them all.
What are they doing this year?
Besides winning record when AD and LeBron play.
Besides Kawhi and PG, those are the biggest frauds in the NBA, bro.
You said what?
Besides Kawhi and PG, LeBron and AD are the biggest fraud. Other than that AAU tournament, it's been nothing but first round exits since LeBron.
Thank you. Exactly.
It's been nothing but injuries, bro.
Oh my God. Was they injured that first year?
Man. No, stop making that excuse,
they were
man.
injured the first year. AD wasn't even there. What are you talking about?
And LeBron
don't be ticking, man. Don't be doing a ticket, dude.
No, wait, that's a fact.
Oh, don't be doing a ticket thing like
That's literally a fact. The first year when
AD got there, kids. Come on now.
Watch this. The first year when they got together, Chip,
they won.
The second year, they were up 2-1 against the Suns. AD gets hurt. The next year, AD and LeBron, everybody was getting hurt. What are you guys talking about?
Bro, the Bucks only won after the shortest offseason in professional sports history in America.
Dude,
that's the reason why everyone was hurt.
They barely beat the Golden State Warriors without Clay in the play-in tournament. If Clay plays in that tournament, they lose that game to him.
They were up 2-1 against the Suns, who made the
No,
finals.
what
are you talking about?
I'm talking about the play-in tournament game. When they played,
why are we talking about LeBron?
Why are we talking about Clay? Clay was out for the whole year.
Why are we talking about
in the
LeBron?
play-in tournament game?
History doesn't matter, and they work.
They
for
literally were up 2-1 against.
Nah, I'm just saying.
You
was just telling
they were
us
up
how.
2-1 against the Suns, who made the finals.
But that doesn't matter to you, Dub. That doesn't matter to you. So why are you bringing it up? You just told.
What?
You
What?
just told old dude who was just on here, I don't understand why people keep bringing up Giannis and what happened that 2020 season. They still won at the end of the day. And they was
Dub ended up agreeing with him.
Now
What
you're
you-
bringing up that AD
Junebug.
and LeBron got hurt the whole year. Like,
Junebug,
I thought
what
that's
the
what
hell?
it matter, though.
Junebug, what the hell are you even talking about?
You just said that Giannis only won that chip. You're tired of hearing the narrative that Giannis only won
Did
that chip.
AD say after they won the chip they're going to run it back?
I
What
never
happened? They
said
didn't
I
run
was
back
ta-
shit.
I was
They
never
didn't
Bro,
run back
can we
nothing.
not talk about
They've been
LeBron
hurt
topic?
the whole
Come on,
time.
come on,
What the fuck
come on.
are y'all talking
Man.
about?
Junebug, number one, I don't know what you're talking about. I agreed with Dabe. I said you can't take what he did and accomplish away from him.
And then you said, but
I said I agreed. I said I agreed the fact that we need to take that into consideration when valuing that ring and deciding how this team is going to do in the future years to come.
Exactly.
I thought that doesn't matter though. Why?
We're
Nobody's
talking in
said
circles, bro. Let's
Yeah, we're
Look
not
at
doing
the-
that. We're not doing that.
value
We're
of
not doing
rings
that.
if it doesn't
We're
matter.
talking in circles, bro.
Yeah, I'm not doing the circle.
At the end of the day, bro, since you said that the Bucks were regressing, they've had the same record as the Celtics. The Celtics have lost to 3 of the trashiest teams in the NBA since then.
Junebug, I'm gonna repeat myself one last time. I said the Bucks have regressed.
They're the best. They're the best team in the
No,
league.
I agree with you on that.
They're the
I
number
agree
one
with
team
you on
right
that,
now.
Dub. I'm not arguing with that.
For
I'm
the
not
third
arguing
time
with
in 5 years, Dub. Come on
Junebug,
now.
Junebug, you want strike one? You
That's
gotta
not a
get strike
fraud
two.
team,
I'm
man.
not
that.
even gonna
I'm
hold
just
you.
saying the title says that the Bucks are fraud, so I'm just saying if the Bucks are fraud, then the Celtics
Hey,
have to be
If
certain.
I didn't
Dallas
say that.
misses the
That's the
playoffs
title,
this year,
though. That's the
they're
title.
a
The
fraud
thing is,
team.
the benefit
You
of the
can't go
doubt
missing
goes to the
cup
team
from
that
last
last
year.
won in the
Missing the playoffs.
playoffs. Why
That's
would
a
you act like that
fraud.
doesn't matter?
That's a
The
fraud.
benefit of the doubt goes to the last team that won the playoffs. The only time the regular season does matter is when both teams have no playoff pedigree and no championship pedigree. So the regular season matters because there's no higher leverage situation where they both played in for us to evaluate. So the only thing we have to evaluate is the regular season. When we have prior knowledge of the Celtics beating the Bucks, this shit don't matter as much if the Bucks won. But if the Celtics keep winning, the Bucks haven't gotten their monkey off their back. So until proven otherwise, you can't come at home and get beat by 40. I'm sorry. And they didn't even break 100 points.
That's
I'm
just
sorry.
a wild night, though. You don't think that's a wild night?
No, you lost by 40.
They were shooting 50% from 3 in the field.
Hey, bro, they were down by 40 for 3 quarters. It'd be one thing if they just blew up the lead. Bro, they were consistently down by 30 to 40 points the whole game.
Bro,
That's a bad
they were
loss.
Hooping. There's one of those games where they just hoop. They go crazy. Do we
Hey,
really
look,
expect? No. Do we really expect in a 7-game series that Jason Tatum's going to drop 40 every night and the team
no,
50%?
no.
They're going to be winning by 40.
But you know what they're going to do?
In order to win a
Celtics-
series, you
they're-
can win 4 games by 1 point. It does. They
Exactly.
Don't win by
They're gonna-
40.
Every team can have a bad game.
What
They don't-
they've
they
been
don't need
doing
to win
to
by
the
40
Bucks
to
this
win.
whole time.
I'm just saying, if you're using
But this
to scale
is
out,
why the regular season matters because
I feel bad for you. 'Cause
the
It doesn't mean it's going to happen
Bucks
every
might not
single
even
game.
play the Celtics. Philly can beat the Celtics. The Bucks might not even have to play the Celtics. So I don't even know why we just overlooking
I
that.
don't think Philly's going to beat the Celtics, bro. When it comes
They
playoff
could.
time, the Celtics are going. Jayden Brown and Jason Tatum are going to set the tone and dominate. They have the 2 best wings, probably the 2 best tandem in the league. They're going to dominate that East, bro. Like, what are we doing here, bro? You really believe in Doc Rivers,
I think they're
Embiid,
going
and
to
James Harden?
against the 76ers.
Yes, I do.
All right, we'll see.
I
I
don't
haven't
know.
seen it.
Everybody's been hyping up the 76ers lately and how good Joel and James have been playing. But now that we're talking about them versus the Celtics,
Fact.
it's different.
Well, it's really funny how y'all say the regular season don't matter, but the only reason y'all are giving any stock to Philly is because of the regular season. They've done nothing in the playoffs to show otherwise.
That's true.
Dang.
I had them before the season.
That's
Boston
true.
Boston got 1 year in the
Versace
playoffs.
was,
If that's the case.
Versace.
They went to the final. What are we talking about? They just went to the finals. They went to the
that's
conference. What do you mean? That's it? Okay. Compare them to Philly then.
That's
Compare
it.
them to Philly then.
That's it.
Philly made the finals 22 years ago.
Oh,
Thank you.
thanks,
They've been to the
Mark. I appreciate-
finals.
Exactly. What are we doing right now?
Doc Rivers been to the finals.
Oh,
Exactly.
hey,
Doc
Doc
Rivers was in the
Rivers
finals
was in the
13
finals.
years
Oh
ago.
my
What are we doing
goodness.
right now?
Oh
James
my
Harden was in the
goodness,
finals
bro.
11 years ago. Let's not do this.
Yeah, what we
So
talking
nasty
about?
right now.
So
PJ
okay,
Tucker was
so
in the
right now,
finals 2 years ago.
so you would have, if I bet you right all your money right, you would take Philly over Boston.
Yeah, I'd put
I really want to know.
I've had my money on Philly over everyone.
Yeah.
No, that was during a lockout season, though. That was during a lockout season, man.
Yeah, that's true. That was
This
a
is
Mickey Mouse.
crazy.
That was a Mickey Mouse season.
Oh, you really disgusting.
I don't believe
That's
in
the
step back
only
three.
time Harden's ever gotten to a finals. It was during a lockout season. He's never gotten there during a full season ever in his career, not once.
Who?
Yeah, that
Yes.
ring don't even count for real. But
Who?
So lockout matters, but not a shortened off season.
That ring doesn't count either.
Lockout doesn't matter. AAU.
Y'all realize, like, I brought Dub. I don't know if you remember. I brought this up about the Bucks. I wasn't even trying to hit on you. I was just analyzing the season and talking about
I don't prioritize after championships.
I agree.
What?
I agree. Get 2020 out of here. Get
No,
2012
2021
2021 out of here as well. That short off season.
I mean, they're all chips. They all got the rings, but I just think it's. I mean,
this during a full season.
Right now.
1999 too. Get Tim Duncan.
Oh yeah, Tim Duncan.
Exactly. Get Tim Duncan out of here.
That ring don't count. That ring don't count.
I agree. You don't ever hear me talk about the 99 season.
Can I ask you a question? Who's the guy? Who's the guy on the top right? Who's my man on the top right?
I consider that one. I consider the one Duncan one. I consider after title.
You sound stupid to say something like that.
Who's my man on the top right? What's your name?
I never said I didn't.
Dumbass should be his name, because that sounds stupid.
No, don't say
This
dumbass.
conversation is getting nastier right now, bro.
Yeah, I don't understand why you just come out here and all you do is hit on LeBron and push Jordan. We're here to talk about basketball, not LeBron versus
He
Jordan.
didn't hate on LeBron. He said those rings don't count, and he was right.
Yeah, and they're stupid because everybody played the same amount of games. Everybody had the same opportunity.
Exactly.
To win a ring.
The bubble was.
So if that's the case,
if you actually,
Kawhi ring
if
don't
you-
count when he only played 55 games and everybody else had to play more than him. If that's the case,
But-
But the season wasn't short. He just. Didn't
I was
play.
just about to say.
it don't matter if the season's short or not. Everybody
It
plays.
does, it
If the
does.
season's
Exactly.
short,
Lockout
if
basketball.
it matters for one person, it matters
Lockout
for. So
basketball.
what's the advantage? What's the advantage?
There
Who
wasn't
has the
82.
best
There
advantage
wasn't
this
82
He's showing.
games. There wasn't 82.
He's
games.
So who didn't have an advantage from that?
He's trolling. Mars
If the
is trolling. I know
season
again.
is not
Who
82
didn't have
games,
an
I
advantage
do not
from
count
that,
the
Mars?
championship.
I don't care if the season was 3 games and they played the playoffs. Everybody still played the same.
So okay,
amount.
so if the season was 3 games long and then there was a playoffs, you would count that ring.
Hell yeah.
Ah, yeah, good for you, man.
Yeah, Mad Max is trolling right
No,
now.
I'm talking to him. That's
Yeah, he's trying.
Mars is
Getting
trolling.
nasty
He
right
doesn't
now.
realize.
He's trying.
All right, can we get back to the whole Ray Allen over Stephen Curry thing? Is really getting nasty. Like,
Who said that?
I don't know where we're getting this from.
It's moving me. It's
Yeah,
moving me.
I was seeing those
Stop.
physical defenses on Ray Allen, man.
It was
We
moving
gotta
me. It
stop,
was-
bro.
Hey, Junebug, watch this. Low and Ticket were on.
I want to
Twitch
get back to the
last
top with the
night
Bucks
watching.
not being frauds.
Yeah, we're
move on.
done with the Bucks.
We can move on. We can move on.
Yeah, we're done.
I was saying with Ray Allen, right? Oh
Yeah.
my
you ain't
God.
win shit, Mars.
Hey, Ticket may have been right
Take
where
care.
Steve Kerr unlocked his game. You feel me? Because
Oh my God! Here we go with
emotions-
this crap again,
Emotions
bro.
wasn't the same, and emotions and off ball that Ray Allen.
I thought everybody knew that.
I
thought
want to
it was
really
Common
know
Knowledge.
why does that matter though? Like what context does that have? with Stephen Curry?
Because Junebug, if Ray Allen was on that system,
Can Ray Allen
no.
shoot off the dribble like that? That's the question.
First of
No.
all, do we see Ray
Oh, so
Allen
you
running
just
off
didn't
ball
you just
and
didn't
open
see
for
Ray
the
Allen
shot?
in the early 2000s. That's fine.
they didn't see him.
No, I just didn't see
Do
him.
we see
Yeah,
Ray
they
Allen
ain't-
being
they
an
ain't
off-ball
seen it.
player?
He was making one dribble pull-ups off screens. He was.
Not like Steph.
He was making jump shots in isolation. Like, that's just what he
I'm
was doing.
putting Ray
Ray
Allen
Allen
in
play,
the Clay
man. Ray Allen
Thompson
can- Ray Allen
team. He's
play.
not with
In
Stephen
his
Curry.
heyday, he was really good.
Thank you.
Ray
Thank
Allen
you.
is much better than Clay
Thank
Thompson.
you.
What are you
Ray Allen, he might be
When he
much
was in
better than
Milwaukee
Clay
and Seattle,
Thompson. But they're in
he
that
was really
team,
good.
bro.
Mark
doing?
Price is closer to what Steph Curry does than what Ray Allen does.
I've never heard this before. Like this is nasty.
This is
Like,
not true. This
Never
is not
heard
true.
what?
first of all, Ray Allen ain't dribbling, getting off his own shots at all. Like,
You
Thank
didn't
you.
watch Ray
Thank
Allen.
you.
Okay, so you
Watch
guys
Ray Allen.
only saw Ray Allen from 2008 to
No,
Liverpool.
no,
That's what you guys
no.
did.
no.
Because Ray Allen in Milwaukee and Ray Allen in Seattle was creating his own shot religiously.
I will
He
give
was, but it wasn't like
I have
Steph. Not the
what he
level
was
of
doing.
Steph, bro.
He just said
June
Ray Allen
Bug,
wasn't
you
putting
get
the
up
ball on
here
the
and say
floor.
shit and I'm got no
Super
knowledge,
Sonic
no
game.
evidence.
He
Bro.
just said Ray Allen wasn't putting the ball on the floor. That's just a lie.
Stick to
I-
hating
That's
on
what he was.
June Bug,
Ray Allen was
LeBron.
making dribble drives
That
all
was
the
a lie.
time.
That was a
Dribbling
Stick to
blatant
hating
lie.
on LeBron, June
like
Bug.
Steph
You don't know
Curry.
what you're talking about.
It's just not true. There's no way ever.
Ray Allen was
Ever.
making drives to the hole consistently when you in his younger Seattle days. Cut it out, bro. We're not doing this.
You guys
Exactly.
Ray Allen
bro.
was
didn't
number one
see
option
Ray
in
Allen.
Milwaukee
Man.
and
It's
Seattle.
fine. You guys just
Oh
didn't see Ray
my
Allen.
God. You can go watch those games, the Milwaukee games, those Supersonic games. He is not built like that ever, bro.
Yeah, you're
But
lying.
the thing is, it just wasn't to the degree of Steph. Like we saw what Steph was doing in college. We saw the glimpses of this coming in the tournament. Like
Steph
I
was
don't know
more
why
off
we're.
ball in college than Ray Allen was in Milwaukee and Seattle.
No, I'm talking
Steph
about
literally played the two in college because he couldn't handle the ball that well.
That's
I'm just
fact.
saying.
And then he became
In
the
college,
best
from what
I'm hearing a lot
I
of
didn't
cap right now. I'm hearing a lot of cap
from
right
what
now.
I saw in the
Jay, I'll
tournament, what I see from Steph now is not surprising. That's all I'm saying. I didn't watch. I'm not going to claim to watch
He
Steph.
wasn't putting the ball on the floor like that.
My
I just saw.
argument was that he
I
said
saw the
if you
natural
put Ray
evolution.
Allen in that same system, that he's better than Stephen Curry, and that's just a lie, bro.
But he wouldn't be Steph
He
in
didn't
that.
say
He'd
that
be
though.
Clay.
literally be Klay Thompson spot up
He'd be
shooting.
Clay in that
Like,
Yeah, you guys are lying about what Ray Allen was, and it's disgraceful. What you guys.
that's
I'm
crazy.
not lying. I know what he was.
Maybe let me go back and watch some more games, but I've seen enough.
We got to
games.
get him out of here. You got to go back and watch, man. Ticket
Yeah,
make the
stick
rules,
to hating
bro.
on
You gotta
June.
go.
Stick to hating on LeBron, June. But when we get to talking real basketball, you become
Hating
Right.
on
a little
LeBron,
iffy.
bro.
You become a
Ray
little
Allen didn't put
iffy.
the ball on the
I don't
floor.
hate on LeBron at all now.
Junebug,
Also,
you be
can I
safe,
think?
man.
Can y'all stop bringing Crunch up here? Serious, like he might be the worst.
Well, you're
Yes.
gonna see Crunch tomorrow on the King of the Court PlayStation.
He might be the worst
He's gonna
analyst
get cooked.
I've seen. Like man lacks all objectivity.
Hey, what's
when it
up?
comes-
Chat, everyone in here, whoever watches the PlayStation show tomorrow, make sure you let Crunch win round one. No matter what he
Hey,
says.
I
just vote
saw
for
the
him.
script too. I saw that same
Just
script.
vote for him for round one. That's what you have to
Wait,
do. If
who's
he's against
Crunch
me,
up
still vote
against?
for him. Who knows?
Who's
I
Crunch
don't
up
know.
against?
No idea. Whoever
I
he's
don't
against,
know.
just say he won, no matter what he
King
says.
of the Court works.
Hell
whoever
no,
starts,
get him
like,
out of there quick.
It's either
I wish
let's
I
say
was on there.
Mars, Low, me. We start off. We just keep going until we lose.
Hey, yo, Dub.
Also,
What's good, goat? What's good, goat?
Hey,
Let's
man,
go
I saw the
James in the
same.
building.
I saw the same script, bro. Lakers Celtics.
oh god.
My God!
Where's
Not
the
Yeah,
the
yeah.
script?
Not only that,
Where's
bro.
the-
Not only that. Hey, hey. Not only that. Breaking news. Breaking news. LeBron game 6. He gonna steal the ball from Tatum. He gonna dribble it down court. He gonna dribble to his right. He gonna dribble to his right. He's gonna cross back to his left. He's gonna hit a jumper. They're gonna take it home.
Let me
This
ask
man
everybody
speaking
this,
stuff into
because
existence.
I am
That's
curious. I'm
hilarious.
curious. If LeBron James does win this year, being a 7th, 8th,
He's the
seed,
GOAT, bro. Unquestionable.
would that
Is he
solidify
gonna
him
pay
as
the
a
refs
GOAT?
too?
Oh my
Huh?
God!
Jail. Come on, man. Can we?
What'd you
come
say?
on.
Oh, come on, stop that shit.
Hey, did he pay the refs? Did he pay the refs to throw the Celtics
Time out,
game?
right now.
Well, we ain't doing this. We ain't doing this, bro. You
Oh,
turning
yes, we
conspiracy
are. Oh,
TV
yes,
over
we
there.
are. Oh, today we
Yeah.
Nah,
yes,
we ain't
today,
doing
yes, we are.
conspiracy TV, bro.
Here
Oh,
we
you
go.
want to come in? Come at me then. Come at me. Come at me
Oh
then.
my God, Joe.
Come
Hey,
at me
Gerald.
then.
So, Gerald, who averaged more free throws, Tim? Jordan or LeBron in his career?
Let me get a word here.
Hey, Gerald, who averaged more free throw attempts, Jordan or LeBron in his career?
Yes, we are.
Who averaged more?
No. Let's take conspiracy theory.
You talking about refs? You talking about refs? So I'm gonna ask you, who got more calls in their career to go to the free throw line, Jordan or
Can I
LeBron?
please speak?
It's a simple
Can I please
question, my
speak?
guy. Go ahead, man.
Okay. Can I speak?
I just said go ahead, bro.
I think he's delayed. I think he's delayed.
I said go ahead.
Gerald, do you hear me?
Yeah. Did he talk? Stop talking. That's a big thing.
This man's in Guantanamo, bro.
Gerald, can you hear me? Snap your
Yeah,
finger.
I can hear you.
Snap my finger at the same time.
Yeah. But it's hard because everybody's talking over it. That's why.
Oh, okay.
Gerald, get your point off.
Go ahead. Get your point off.
Okay, this is not a conspiracy, right? This year, fact. Yeah.
Hey, who shot JFK?
Yes.
Oh Jesus, that's a 20-second delay. That's crazy.
Oh yeah, Gerald. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna have to move you off the call because it's too delayed. It's very delayed.
This year, this is
I have to. He's delayed. He's delayed by
an hour behind.
Yeah. He
That's
was delayed by.
That man's in a different time zone.
Try to get your connection up right. We'll get you back up.
Oh man.
Yo, what do you think about the Dallas situation? Because this shit is getting weirder by the game.
I just don't think it was gonna work, bro. It's just not working. I mean,
no rim protector.
That Christian Wood signing just didn't make sense. Like I said,
bro, I tell you what, they record is terrible.
It made sense, Mars.
Brunson was
they had no choice.
They had a
choice.
They had a choice to
They
not get a liability as their big man. They had a choice to not get a defensive liability as their big. They chose to do that.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing in Dallas, bro, but it's not looking good. Luka is looking very Harden-esque.
If Dallas signed Kyrie, Dub, they cap space is gone. They can't get another free agent.
What you mean?
They're not gonna re-sign Kyrie, bro. If this shit turns to a dumpster fire, bro, they not re-signing Kyrie.
Davis Bertans under contract and Tim Hardaway. That's a max contract.
No, the Mavericks are finished. Mavericks are done.
Also,
they could trade Tim Hardaway.
I don't know about it.
That would be crazy. That would be crazy.
Just move him out there for cap space so that you could resign other guys.
For what?
So they'd have to trade. Houston ain't taking it.
They're gonna have to trade a first round pick to do that.
No,
they could get rid of Tim. They could get rid of Tim. They could get rid.
But for who would they get out for Jim Hardaway and like first and picks?
All I'm saying, you just get him up out of there for some BS, and then you feel me,
bro. You
ain't getting rid of Bertans' contract.
Nah, you can't get rid of that.
That's the Duncan Robinson contract.
But they'll be fine.
Who saw Molly cook ticket yesterday?
Molly.
Anyone see that?
Who's Molly?
You didn't see that donut shop dude just cooked the shit out of ticket yesterday?
Donut shop.
Go watch Ticket versus the World, bro. Like in the middle of the video, bro, this dude cooks him for like 40 minutes.
What's he talking about? About what?
Ticket can get cooked on Ticket vs. World. All I know is he cooked low on his own stream. So.
What else is Low saying?
A top tier troll. Mars is the best troll.
I'm not even trolling. Low was getting cooked.
Bro, I was watching this.
Yeah, he was cooking.
Low said on the panel with confidence, I don't watch highlights. I don't do that. I watch the games. He searches Jokic highlights. They've all been watched.
I knew somebody was going to bring
I'm like, what's this guy talking about? Every single one have been watched.
Serious?
Every single one. I'm like, this guy's capping.
No.
This guy's capping.
I knew somebody was going to bring this up eventually. On Twitch, he'll go through, tell somebody to just call out an assist number game, and we'll watch the assists, like the passes that are being made from these assists. Did the same thing for Stockton. Because it's way harder to find Stockton film. So to be consistent, he just did the same thing with every player.
That's cool, but those highlights have already been watched. That's all I'm saying.
No, I'm saying I've been watching those streams, and that's usually when he watches them.
Hey, what points did Low get cooked on?
John Stockton
should have been low.
Ticket made Low watch a John Stockton video. John Stockton was making some great passes.
Was nasty. That was nasty.
John Stockton was making some great passes. Every 2 seconds, Low's like, "Oh, that's a good pass. That's a great pass." Every time there was a pass that was kind of mid, he would yell, "Ticket, this is what you're making me watch," as if every pass was trash. But there was 10 passes. He would say 8 of them was good.
Okay.
The one bad pass is like, "Oh, come on."
Hey, Low been having a bad month, man.
So Mars.
Hey, I started Low's downfall, bro.
So
I might have started Low's downfall, bro.
You did. You definitely did. You definitely started. It was Gerald.
Yeah, he hasn't been the same. He hasn't been the same.
Then you started it off, and then Low's been bad for a while.
Hey, you know what it is, bro? It's like in basketball, right? Yeah, it's like in basketball, right? You get on the stage for the first time, then you lose for the first time. Maybe you choke. That PTSD start creeping in. Every time you get up in a matchup, bro, once something start going south, the PTSD start.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
He actually hasn't been the same since he got cooked. Like, it's actually, I'm concerned.
He's not the same guy,
bro.
This
is amazing.
Like him getting cooked by Ticket is crazy.
No, bro, but like the John Stockton, and that's why I told you, Mars, that's what he does. He gasses up the stuff that isn't that good, like to prove his point, and then he'll harp on the stuff that, you feel me, he could get something out of, right? He did the same thing.
John Stockton was actually just making some great passes in his highlights, and he was acting like we just.
I'm ready to watch LeBron with Dubs so I can cook him.
Those highlights were from like 88 to 93. That's the only problem. It was
I agree. No, it's a terrible way to judge a player, just judging them based on their best highlights. I agree. But he was acting like they just weren't good passes. And then when they were good passes.
Oh, no, they were great passes.
That's what made no sense. Like, that's why I'm saying.
Well, it's hard to win. It's hard to. You should never, and you should never argue over something that's like, you know, even if it was an okay pass, you can't argue over such an opinionated thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
Like, it's not a factual based argument.
It's completely subjective, yeah.
Yeah.
But Ticket was also capping, like, saying that every Jokic pass was just because he's tall, which was ridiculous.
Yeah, that was
I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of passes he gets.
Prime Jawan Howard is better than Jokic.
I didn't see the highlights.
Prime Jawan Howard is better than Jokic.
Who said that?
Ticket.
Nah, Ticket
said that.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
Hey, Boris Diaw.
That was disgusting.
He never
End of screen.
He never brought up Boris Diaw.
That's a better shout. I like Boris
actually,
Diaw.
let me
He
ask
ain't
you
better
guys,
than
who's a better playmaker to you guys? Prime Boris Diaw?
No,
or Draymond Green?
playmaker, not a player, obviously.
Who's a better playmaker? Prime Boris Diaw or Prime Draymond Green?
You heard my answer. So
That's
Boris
close.
Diaw.
Boris Diaw. I got Boris Diaw.
Good work, guys.
God damn it, Dove! Didn't you say Draymond too?
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah,
My bad.
Me and you both say Draymond. So
Know what it is? I seen Draymond in 2016 like just have so many like crazy games.
That
where
game
I'm
7,
like
2016. Yeah,
game
facts.
7. There was even a game in the regular season where I think Clay and Steph was out and he was like wilding and like this dude was wilding, bro. Like he was wild.
How many points he averaged this season, dude?
14, I think. 14, I think. On like 38 from 3.
And
That's
people
the
were
real
respecting him though. They were respecting him.
His jump shot was definitely better.
It wasn't like it was like in 2018.
They was not
or
respecting him,
2017.
man.
Yes, they were, man.
No,
No,
he was being left open. He just made it.
Nah.
Yeah,
his jump shot was
It was
better.
still hard road.
They guarded
It's
him.
always been hard
There
rotation
was
off
more
Draymond.
closeouts. I'll say that. There was more closeouts. But
But it's
like,
always been
now
hard
he's literally left
rotation
open
off
for
Draymond.
4 seconds.
Oh my God!
Hey, but I know this is gonna be our topic, but hey, man, the Celtics got the Bucks number, bro.
Hey, talk about it, man.
Yes,
I mean, why they're 2-1 against them in the playoffs, right? They've won the last 3 matchups, and they've won them convincingly. And I just think it's a bad matchup, bro. I think defensively, even though the Bucks are long and they got great defenders, I just think on the perimeter outside Drew Holiday, I just think they're having problems with the 2 guards.
They can't guard the wings for shit.
That's what I'm saying. I think they're having problems with them, bro.
But Giannis can guard 1 through 5.
Mars is the best troll ever.
Giannis's rim protection makes up so much for that, so it really doesn't matter.
Hey, look at they shoot it. Look at JT and Jalen's shooting percentage this season when they match up. It's crazy.
Hey, I'm not
It's
gonna lie to
insane.
you.
They can't keep up with them.
That Giannis was not moving me last night. That shit was free reign. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You said that Giannis
Jaylen
what?
Brown was walking to the paint. It was disgusting.
Yeah, that Giannis
That
rim protection was
from Giannis was not moving
real shaky.
Whoever said Giannis was a great rim protector, when did that narrative start?
He's a good rim protector.
The year he won
do
defensive
that.
player of the year. He is a very good rim protector. He's not a
Not
lockdown
perfect.
like
That's what I'm
on
saying.
ball
People be
defender.
saying
That's just not what he is.
People be saying he's this majestical creature. He's not. It's fun.
He's a better rim protector than the
Hey, it doesn't even matter, guys. I've seen the
For
script.
Yeah,
I've seen the script. It don't even matter.
I think Giannis gonna make less than 2 more finals in his whole career, honestly.
Oh, you guys are gonna be sick when Giannis wins his second Finals MVP this year.
Hey, if Giannis was,
I want to hear all the conversation around Giannis when he wins.
I agree with
Better
Lil.
get
I don't think Giannis gonna be there his whole career.
I don't think he'll get there.
He's better than KD, man.
He is better than KD.
People are gonna be throwing
All time?
Giannis top 10 all time.
Yeah.
This year.
Yes, he is.
Like the Giannis
They
Giannis
are.
Hakeem conversations will be very real.
I ain't got Giannis over KD.
I said the Giannis David comparisons are gonna get crazy. Hakeem.
Giannis Hakeem conversations will be very
I
real.
think a lot of people have Giannis over David already.
Oh yeah, 100%. But I promise you, if Giannis wins
I
this
need to
year,
watch
second
it.
Finals MVP, 2 MVPs, Defensive Player of the Year, blah blah blah, they will be saying they'll be saying Giannis.
Now, when
is-
LeBron win, I don't want to hear no more Kobe talk out of none of these fans.
There shouldn't be Kobe talk right now.
Yeah, there shouldn't already
Facts.
be one, man.
Leave me alone,
Facts.
Max. Leave me alone,
Bro,
man.
if LeBron wins this year, all they're gonna say is that he has to trade his whole team again to get another
I
trophy.
know, bro.
I don't give a
You
damn.
know what's gonna happen. And God forbid he doesn't win Finals MVP and he gets carried by Anthony.
Man.
But
Oh,
for
here we
real,
go.
we gotta start putting
Hey, how
Anthony
many
Davis
finals
back in
MVP?
Jokic and
Funny,
Embiid talk.
you know what's so
I'm
funny
sorry to
about
say
that,
it.
Mars? You know what's so funny about that, Mars?
Finals MVP, my bad.
The funny thing about that is, for some reason, you changing the team around, getting new pieces around, and figuring that out is now less impressive. But if somebody else is doing that, and then they lose
Like
in the
who?
postseason, they use that as a point to say, you know what?
Oh yeah,
We know
You know
why,
what? That's why they didn't win
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
of
they
that.
didn't have the continuity. Yeah.
Who you
They didn't have the
comparing to?
continuity. I would
We
say
know
this.
why, Doug.
I would say
Anything
this.
about
K-
LeBron.
KD last season.
Well, here's the issue. Here's the issue with that comparison. The same guy LeBron got to the finals 4 straight times with, KD couldn't even get out of the second round. So I don't know.
No. You're not hearing the
That
point.
narrative, terrible narrative.
All I'm saying is there's people who bring.
He's saying
reasons
Lit
like
GM is
KD.
better at it.
Yeah, KD not being able to figuring it out. You know, after his guys got hurt. I mean, after his guy got traded for other pieces, And they used the fact that him getting swept by the Celtics as a point to be like, you know what, we could let KD slide a little bit for that. But LeBron James changes his team.
Hey, quick question.
And goes to the finals. It's like I don't know why he doesn't get credit for that.
Yeah, quick question. Is it harder to do 2 jobs or 1 job? Just curious.
What?
I mean, it depends on the.
If you got to do a 9 to 5, then you got to go to the warehouse at night to do an overnight job. Is that harder than just doing a 9 to 5?
It depends on what the 9 to 5 is.
My point of that is, if you are saying LeBron's a GM, right? You're basically saying he got 2 jobs.
Nah, that we overplay that shit. I mean, he's not.
That's what you're saying, though. You're basically saying this dude's organizing the roster and playing the game. That's what you're saying.
So where do you have Bill Russell? Where do you have Bill Russell go, James?
Yeah, because Bill Russell coached some shit too. So
would I have him ranked wise?
Yeah.
Well, like I said in the last show, I've only really ranked 1 through 5. After that, it's more jumbo. But he's in there. I mean,
what?
He's in the 5. He's in the 5 to 12.
No. He spotted up after 5. I haven't really. I said this on that show against Lowe. I haven't really organized after 5. Like I haven't sat down and fucking put together like a, you know what I'm saying. I did a top 5 a while ago. Put that together when I was looking at all the players, and then didn't really organize it, since then. But he's in the conversation, top 10 wise for sure.
I'm just saying 2 jobs. Having 2 jobs, man, he got to be top 5, man.
Dub, can I ask a question?
I'm just saying it's a weird complaint on a guy. Like we gonna give if you are shitting on him for being a bad GM, you're basically like Jordan's a shitty GM or a shitty owner and shit, right?
That has nothing to do with
if he was a great player in the 90s and he was also a GM or whatever, I wouldn't criticize him. I'd be like, damn, the dude's doing 2 jobs. He's organizing the roster and he's winning games.
I will say
it's a weird criticism to me.
No, I'm not with that. That's OD. That's OD.
It's a weird criticism, bro. It's just a weird one.
He's fixing his team around, bro. Nah, it's not hard to do that.
But you can also criticize him if he puts together a bad roster. I'm with that. If the roster's bad, you can criticize him for that. But if he puts together a good roster, give him props.
I can't
criticize for Westbrook.
None of
you got criticize for Westbrook.
Yeah, if he recruited Westbrook, it was a bad fit. Criticize him. But if he puts together a good roster and it's a good fit, give him props.
True. Rob Pelinka got.
We are not talking about basketball right now.
Rob Pelinka did not get that blame.
Yeah, let's talk about basketball.
This is not about basketball.
They were telling him to get fired. What are you talking about?
Yeah, because he actually made the decision, but everybody know LeBron pushed that. We know.
No,
but Rob Pelinka could have stopped it.
And that is the other point. All this LeBron James shit is honestly conspiracy stuff, guys. It's all word of mouth. He said, she said. We don't know who LeBron picked and who LeBron didn't for the most part.
LeBron picked Russ.
I'm just gonna.
Well, yeah, I get that. But I'm saying we don't know. We don't know we don't have like an Excel sheet of all the different players that he's actually recruited. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
where y'all think Dame's gonna go, or will he stay?
Stay.
My prediction was when Denver lose this season, they're gonna go all in on Dame. I don't know if they'll get him, but they're gonna offer everything they can to get Dame.
And I think they got the rest of they got their cap. They got their draft capital too.
Yeah, they got picks. They'll offer MPJ if they need to. They'll offer Jamal Murray.
Please get MPJ out there.
They will offer everything except they will offer everything except Jokic to get Dame with him.
I like that too.
I don't know if they'll get him. I don't know if Dame is willing to want to go to
Jamal Murray would be crazy.
Hey, what's your feeling on that, by the way? Is there a point in your career where staying loyal to your team is to your detriment?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm not. Nah. We're not doing this.
It depends on your values.
I don't like
financially. It's not a detriment.
I'm just asking your opinion, Dub. Like, what's your view on that?
No. I'm not a fan of promiscuity. I'm a fan of loyalty. Is that am I using the word right?
Wait, hold on, Dub.
It applies to basketball, but
hold on, Dub. Are you saying Portland the main chick, right? You saying Portland the main chick? You shouldn't be flirting.
Wait. Let me finish. Yeah. Oh, you getting right there, right?
Yeah, you saying Portland the main chick, right? He shouldn't be flirting with all the side pieces.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You shouldn't be hopping around. You feel?
But what if he goes up to Portland? He say, "I want to open this thing up."
Oh God!
He got to be Portland. Hey, I want to open this relationship up. I'm trying to see what's out there. I'm trying to flirt a little bit.
He got to be ready. He got to be ready to get cut, man.
Get ticket in here, please.
You gonna send the link to ticket?
Oh, of course. I will always.
Bro, but
I need.
In that kind of run to me, that's kind of running
low up here now to get his rematch.
Dame's scared of the grind.
Get low and ticket.
That's running from the grind.
Yeah,
Knowing your team.
Dame is hiding in Portland, knowing that he's never gonna win, so that no one can ever blame him for why he
Yeah,
doesn't win.
at
'Cause he
what
knows if he
point, bro?
goes
At what
elsewhere,
point should you jump
if he
ship,
goes
bro?
elsewhere and doesn't win, he's gonna get flamed. And
Hey,
Dame's the Harry.
at what point is your girl not giving you what you need, man?
Dame is the Harry Kane of the NBA.
Doesn't win, he's gonna get
Promiscuity, man. Promiscuity.
Mars.
Yeah, but
Dame
at
is
what
the Harry
point you're
Kane
like,
of
hey,
the NBA.
listen, you ain't
There's
fulfilling
no
my
way.
needs.
Hold on. Wait. Talk about. Hold up, fellas. Ticket, what the hell are you doing, bro?
Oh!
Hold up.
Yo, look at
Ticket, you hear me?
Where is he at?
¿Qué lo que?
Hookah ticket.
Yo,
What's good, bro?
foolishness y'all in here running, man.
What happened? What we talking?
Foolishness y'all in here talking about, man.
What type of foolishness you on? You just got out the pool?
You clowns just ran, out of the jacuzzi. You clowns just ran into my time.
Jacuzzi.
I come up here to talk about somebody being frauds, man.
Oh, the Bucks. I would love
The
to do
Bucks
this
are
debate with
frauds.
you. I would love to do this debate with you, Ticket, actually. Right? Let me tell you, you're a fan of what happens in the regular season and everything, right?
I like.
You said what?
He likes the postseason.
The man took him 7 games out Middleton. So one game, you get blown out. It is what it is, nigga.
So get this, right? In this season alone, they got blown out twice. In the beginning of the season.
Dub, he just said he liked postseason.
Oh, wait, no,
Nope.
wait.
He just said he liked
Listen,
postseason.
Let me
Dub.
finish. He got blown out twice. Once in the beginning of the season, they got blown out this time, and it took an overtime game to happen in order for the Bucks to beat the Boston Celtics without JB, without JT, without Hal Horford, without all of them guys, right? So when I consider the fact that Chris Middleton, because I think he is the X factor, and would you say that Chris Middleton's Chris Middleton right now?
No.
They out the equation because of that, man. They're done. I love Giannis. I don't think he could overcome that. He needs Middleton.
He took him 7 games. And Chris and Drew Holiday stay playing like crap. He took him 7 games when Holiday ain't even playing great offense. He ain't even playing good offense.
So you must have loved when LeBron took the Warriors 6 games without Kyrie and Love.
Oh my God!
What I'm saying to you is this.
I'm just saying, keep it consistent, Ticket.
Hold on, can I finish my sentence first, rookie?
Yeah, go ahead.
Like I was saying, we already seen Giannis do what LeBron didn't do, which is stay 10 toes down.
What you mean? He won it the next year with the same squad. What are you talking about?
Let him finish. Go ahead, Ticket.
He already did what the dude you get on your knees and praise for didn't do. He already led his own team. Didn't have to go form no super team. He led his own team to win the chip. These are facts.
The Cavs are a super team?
So no, you're not hearing me.
Well, that's why I brought up. I brought up the Cavs. That's not no super team.
Can I finish my sentence?
Yeah, well, but you can't.
Hold on.
That's not a super team.
Go. Let him finish.
He led his team without having to jump ship and go join 2 other superstars to win a chip. So based off of that alone, and then the fact that he doubled back and took them dudes 7 games with Holiday playing like trash and with Middleton not playing at all, I say, let's see what happens this year. If they smoke him out this year in the playoffs, then Dub and you guys got a point. But for the simple fact that they didn't have he already showed you he could lead them and win a chip. He's not a fraud based off that. That he's done.
Hey, Ticket, would you leave your girl if she giving you all you need though? Would you leave your girl if she giving you all you need?
What are you talking about? They gave Brown everything. He won 66
games. Whoa, he that first run with the Cavs. Terribly run organization. Same reason Kobe wanted to leave in 07. Same reason Kobe wanted to leave in 07 with 4 years left on his contract. Saying that he wanted to compete for a championship. Same reason.
Let me ask you this question, right? No, Kobe didn't want to go to a super team.
He wanted to leave. He was quoted word for word. He said, I want to compete for a championship. He's saying he can't do it with the Lakers. That's what he's saying.
Hold on, go.
Can I finish? Let's just
go ahead.
Kobe Bryant wanted to go to he was willing to go to the Clippers.
Okay.
Right? At that time, the Clippers was nobody's. They weren't no kind of contestant. They didn't have none of these star players. They didn't have CP3, none of those guys. He was willing to go to the Clippers, bro. He wasn't trying to go form a super team to win chips. My point is the dude you.
So
praise,
did Kobe recruit Dirk?
Hold on,
yes or no?
Can I finish?
Hold on. Let him
Can I
finish his
finish,
point,
bro?
James.
Can I finish? Again. I don't have a problem with a team having 2 all-stars or 2 superstars. Like, I don't have a problem with that. That's been normal in NBA history. I'm talking about when you do what your boy did, which is stack the deck. And then if we be honest, right? If we be very honest, and this is why I got
He
my
didn't
new
stack the deck on the Cavs, though. You talking about the Heat? I brought up the Cavs in 2015. He's not stacking it.
Hold on,
Can
bro.
I finish my
I gotta
sentence?
mute you. You gotta let him finish, brother.
Can you finish a sentence with you, dog? So, like I said, that's why I created a new channel to where I can play the full videotape. So while you running your mouth right here, I want you to go back to 2007, since you said they wasn't putting good teams around this dude when they were in the NBA Finals. And I want you to watch Game 1, Game 2, Game 3, and Game 4. And in Game 1, you will see that Joe King, while the rest of his teammates were outplaying him, Boobie Gibson, Sasha Pavlovich, and the double-double himself, Drew Gooden, were outplaying him in the NBA Finals and holding it down. And he only scored 1 field goal through the first 2.5 quarters. They went all the way till 4 minutes was left in the third quarter for him to score again, sir. And he only
Why did Kobe want to leave? Kobe want to leave for the same reason, bro.
Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna get my point off. I'm gonna get my point off. He only scored.
You're contradicting yourself, bro.
Hold on, I'm not finished. He only scored 14 points on 16 shots in the NBA Finals game. He had his worst finals. That was even worse than 2011. And his teammates was balling. He was losing 1 point and 2 point games.
Dude was 22, 4th year in the league, bro.
I'm not finished yet. He was.
What
I
the
don't
hell?
care when Kobe. Hold on. He was 23 years old, and when Kobe Bryant was 23 years old, he was
22.
given the same. Hold on. He was given the same Spurs team, 48-17, while Shaq was on the bench, and he was closing them dudes out.
Yeah, with Shaq, bro.
And he had more.
Who
And he had
did
more moves than
LeBron
Mike,
have someone like
and he had-
Shaq?
hold on. And he had more moves than Mike. So all
Everyone
I'm saying to you
owns
is
my
this.
guy.
All I'm saying to you
He
is this.
had
dog.
Shaq, bro. You just compare Kobe with Shaq to LeBron 22 with nobody.
I know you a troll. Hey, listen, I know you a troll, so I'm gonna leave you like this. All I'm saying to you is this. Not
Yeah,
no
I'm sorry,
supernatural.
yeah,
Hold on,
yes.
sir. I know you don't want me to say this. Not no supernatural, not no out of this world. If LeBron James plays his normal game, they win that NBA Finals. I want you to, because I have put the full games up.
Wasn't the Spurs
on
a
my
big
other
reason
channel.
why he ain't playing?
His normal game was no jump. He didn't have a jump. Game was driving to the basket. So that's false.
Hold on, sir. No, sir. He was
That's
one-on-one with
false.
Bruce Bowen. I did
Nigga.
not
His
want to see
game
the
was driving
basketball.
to the basket. He had no
Hey,
jumper
Doug,
back
Doug.
then.
Hey, Doug, I'm gonna say this
Will
to
you
you.
stay
Doug,
normal
I'm talking to you
game?
right now, Doug. Doug, put him on mute, Doug. I'm talking to you right now. Doug. So, Doug, this is what I'm saying to you,
I'm gonna
Doug.
let you back up.
Right? So, Doug, on here, the one thing I do like about you guys will deal with facts, right? So, at the end of the day, I advise everybody to go watch the full game and see if I'm lying when he had Bruce Bowen one-on-one. Bruce Bowen one-on-one, and he did not want to shoot the ball. He kept calling for pick and rolls. Now, go watch the same Kobe Bryant at age 23. When he played Bruce Bowen, he gave him 48-17. He demolished them dudes. He had all the moves. He had the jumper, the post up, the fade away, the drives, everything. And Shaq was on the bench watching, clapping because he was in foul trouble, sir. And Kobe Bryant closed them dudes out. Tim Duncan, David Robinson, Bruce Bowen, and the rest of them guys. Them same dudes that LeBron James froze up against, sir. And his teammates was balling. Go watch the games. So when you say this stuff about Giannis Antetokounmpo, all I'm saying is that we saw Giannis go when everybody told him to leave, and Stephen A. Smith said he needed to be traded when they lost to Miami that year, and everybody said he couldn't do it. He came back and he went and led his team and won the world championship. Last year, we understand that Chris Middleton was hurt. He still took the Boston Celtics 7 games in a 7-game series. A series is not won in 1 game. So all I'm saying to Dub is, let's give Giannis the benefit of the doubt and see what happens this year. If the Boston Celtics smoke him this year, then we come back and we smoke him. Period. That's all I'm saying.
All right. Now you could rebuttal. Go, James. Go ahead.
Hey, man. Look, I like you, Ticket, but you don't keep a lot of your stuff consistent only with LeBron, bro. You apply certain criticisms to LeBron that you don't apply to nobody else, bro. And you give excuses for certain players that you don't give a pass on LeBron for. That's my only problem with you.
Who did I give
It's my only problem.
Let me ask you a
I
question.
just named one. You give an excuse for Giannis. You give an excuse for Giannis about you missing players, but you don't want to hear that when we talk about 2015 versus the Warriors, bro. You don't want to hear it.
I did not give Giannis an excuse, sir.
That's an excuse. You can say it's not an excuse, but when we talk about a player and then you go, oh, well, he didn't have this guy, he didn't have that guy, you're giving an excuse for why he lost.
I told
that's
Doug,
what that
excuse me,
is.
sir. Excuse me, I didn't make an excuse. If you know
That's
your
an
role,
excuse, Ticket. Go look up the definition in the dictionary. I'll get you a Webster, bro.
My man, if you know your role and shut your mouth for a second,
I don't know how to do that.
Excuse me, sir. I wasn't making an excuse. I was answering a question from Dub and about the title of the video. I was saying that Giannis is not a fraud. I didn't say he had an excuse.
And your reasoning was he was missing players around him. So when I brought up 2015, he's missing players around him, then wins the chip the next year.
So let me ask you a question. I'm not.
So what are you saying?
Excuse me, sir. I'm not saying that LeBron James is a fraud. I'm not saying that. I'm saying
you just hold his losses against him in the finals.
Sir, let me ask you. Hold on. Let me ask you a question. What is your screen name?
Go James.
Yeah, okay. Now all I'm saying to you, hold on. All I'm saying is, I ain't saying LeBron's a fraud. I'm not saying LeBron can't play. I'm not saying LeBron's not one of the greatest players to ever play the game. I'm only saying one thing, that he's not the GOAT, which is what you said. That's all.
So you hold his losses against him in the finals, but you don't. But you want to give an excuse for why Giannis lost last year. Keep the energy the same, Ticket. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I'm gonna say it to you one more time. If you go watch, excuse me, I'm gonna say it one more time. If you go watch my channel, I blame the loss on Giannis last year because I said Giannis
while did not giving an excuse.
Excuse me. I'm not giving any excuses for him losing. I'm just telling Dub that he's not a fraud because we've seen him carry his team without having to go form a super team first and win a championship. That's all I'm saying.
Shit, my girl was giving me everything I need. I wouldn't leave neither.
No. I'm gonna say, hold on now. To that, hold on, Dub. Let me get him. To that, I say this once again. Dub, he went to the NBA Finals, right or wrong. I'm not talking to you, Goji. I'm talking to Dub. Dub and Mars, did he not go to the NBA Finals?
Can I clarify that for you, Dodo? Before you continue, let me clarify something for you. I never said Giannis was a fraud. I do want you to understand that. The Bucks team, and I never even said the Bucks team was a fraud. That's just the title of the video. It's just the title of the video.
That's what I'm saying. I was wondering how you like coming because I saw the title.
I think there's a lot of faith going too much in the Bucks himself. I think Giannis is great and Giannis is who he is, but I think in order for that team to be able to win a chip, they need more than just Giannis. They need Chris Middleton to step up.
I'm cool with you saying that. I'm cool with you saying that.
LeBron did make the finals.
The only thing I'm saying is that Giannis Antetokounmpo is not a fraud. That's all I was saying to him.
Oh no, yeah.
I don't think he's a fraud neither, bro.
Okay, so time out. That's what I was talking about. So you want to make the topic something that you want to make it that I'm not even talking about.
Because I hear you all the time get passes for certain players that you don't give LeBron a pass for. You don't like to hear it. Anytime someone bring it up, you don't want to hear it.
Hold on, sir. Did you see my channel today, sir?
I don't keep track of your channel all the time.
Hold on. Okay, so then you need to watch then before you run your mouth. Because I've
seen enough to where I've seen you. I've seen enough to where I've seen people bring up points like that, and then you go, I don't want to hear that. He got 6 losses in the finals. No, that's not a lie. All you like to bring up is the 6 losses in the finals, and then when someone brings up that he didn't have Kyrie Love or those situations, you don't want to hear it.
Okay, let me.
You don't want to hear it.
Go ahead. Last few rebuttals, and then
since I see you gonna get on your knees, I'm gonna ask Dub then. Since I see you on your knees. Now, Dub,
I mean, you on your knees for Kobe and Jordan.
Hold on, sir. Dub, let me ask you one question, Dub and Mars. Do I get on KD?
Yes.
Do I get on James Harden?
Yes.
Do I get on Kawhi Leonard?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you get on Moses?
And I got on, hold on. I get on everybody. When they don't get it done, you get him. When you do your job,
you get on them, but you give a pass to Kobe and Jordan. You may get on those guys, but then when it comes to Kobe and Jordan, you give them passes.
Go James.
So just because you don't get on them, don't mean you don't get passes for certain players.
I'm going to say it one more time. I've given nobody a pass for losing. And I'm going to say this to you one more time. The only thing I'm saying about LeBron James is that he's not what you're saying, which is the GOAT. That's it.
That's all, fellas. And
your reasoning is the 6 losses in the finals. Yes or no?
And Mad Max, I gotta get some new guys.
That's pretty valid reason.
All right, man. And hey, enjoy that barbecue I served you, dog.
You ain't saved nothing, dog.
Bro, you be safe, man.
All right, y'all. Go ahead and get on your knees for somebody else,
too, brother.
I tell you, they can use you. They could use you in any kind of strip club, boy. Because you got some lips on you.
Ticket, where you at?
I think I'm in my backyard, nigga.
Where you live at? That's what I'm in. You in the islands?
Punta Cana, nigga.
Nah, that's what's up, bro. Is the Bucks and Celtics a good rivalry? I like it.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be listen. Don't let that one. Y'all understand this. One game, they can say a lot. You can go blow a team out one game. When you get beat by 40, dog, Come on, man. We all know that game was, you know. So let's see if they get done like KD got done. Now we got to have a whole different conversation about Giannis.
You wouldn't call him the best in the world anymore.
Hell no. If he get done like KD get did, hell no.
What if he just loses like 6 games conference finals?
And it depends on who and then Jokic rises, then Jokic gets that title then. Like if Jokic rises in the playoffs and gets it done, he gets the title, bro. That's just it is what it is, bro. When you the man, bro, you get the title, bro. It's simple as that. You know what I'm saying? And we got to be fair with our assessments. These dudes don't watch the games, bro. They're just fans. Because if you watch the games, which I'm pretty sure that you have, Mars, because you're a student of the game. I'm pretty sure Dub have went back and watched the games. You will see what I'm talking about. These dudes are coming here and this is what Dub say he don't like. I seen Dub say the other day he don't like pushing narratives, right? But these dudes will push a fake narrative that LeBron had no help. When they were in the NBA Finals, you don't get to the NBA Finals if you don't have zero help, bro. That's all I'm saying. So when he got to the finals, it was his fault. In 2007, they lost. It was his fault. In 2011, they lost. These dudes don't want to admit that. So all I'm saying to that dude is that's the only reason why I say he ain't the GOAT, because he have series that they lost because of him in the NBA Finals. You know what I'm saying? And these are facts.
I agree with that. And I agree 07, he was terrible. 2011, he was terrible. Do you do the same thing with LeBron in 2018 when they lost to those Warriors?
Well, you got to look at his percentage. He shot a lot of shots, but was he shooting a great percentage? He was taking most of the shots. So if you watch that series, but if you watch that series, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like he was shooting the greatest percentage. Yeah, he averaged great numbers. But if you really go look at his percentages and watch the games and bro, it looked good because he was taking a lot of shots. You understand what I'm saying? LeBron has always been able to control a game with his pace. He got better as time went along. But if we be honest and tell the truth, he was nowhere near Kobe skill-wise at 23, and he had a head start because he came in the league and he was the man from day one on his team. So he had a chance to blossom all those years. And because remember, him and Kobe both came out of high school. Kobe didn't have that opportunity to go to his own team and be the man and do all that LeBron James did. Well, I know one thing, at 23 years old, the skill level wasn't even close. You can pull up the tape. They both played the same Spurs teams. And Kobe Bryant demolished Bruce Bowen. LeBron James didn't even want to shoot the ball. This is on tape. This ain't nothing I'm sitting here making up. So when guys say, oh, Ticket, you hating on LeBron, you hating on LeBron, these dudes ain't watched the video. And then you got 1,000 dudes that go in the comment section and say, man, I ain't know it was this bad when I go back and watch the video. Because these dudes don't understand how to break down tape and watch the game. That's why, like, when Dub said what he said about KD, I understand that, look, KD's an all-time great player. He has a skill level on it. He has a skill set to be on that level. But we have to also take in the fact that when you got in certain circumstances, you did not get it done until you was with Steph Curry. So if KD, he can change that narrative. If he does it in other places that haven't got it done without him, he could change that narrative. If he leaves,
do you give credit for people playing extremely well but in a losing scenario, like Giannis last year, taking them to Game 7 and
no, because like Kobe said, if you don't win, it's a waste. So who cares?
So why did you bring that up for Giannis?
No, I brought that up because you said because you said he was a fraud. No, they were saying
okay, I get it. I got you.
Saying he don't get no excuse. Now hell no. Listen, let me tell you something, dog. And this is why I say about all the players. That's why everybody say, yo, why you be so hard on Kawhi? It's because, bro, when they got walked down by Denver, bro, and then you see how easy the Lakers dispatched that same Denver team, bro, there are no excuses, man. You got to get that done. We watch you and Paul George come up short, and everybody want to put it on somebody else. No, when them dudes win, we give them the most credit. When Curry and them win, and KD and them, we give them the most credit. When
don't you think that's a wrong way of doing? Don't you think that's the wrong way of evaluating things though? Because in my mind frame, right, it's like there's so many working pieces and moving pieces that goes into winning a title, right? And a lot of these pieces are important in winning a title. So even though that this is something that, even though that in the past generations and the generations come up, this is something that a lot of people have done. Don't you think that that's an incorrect way of viewing things in life?
No, dog, because the truth is this, dog. When you get to that level, bro, and now everything has to be analyzed now when we talking greatness. So we ain't saying they ain't great. Now we talking about where you at on your ranking, where you at level wise. Now you have to look at all these different things. It don't just go to your skill level and your averages and your assists. Now we have to go to your effect on winning. We have to go to how you won.
Even the greatest got saved, like Kobe Bryant, Robert Horry.
He didn't get Kobe Bryant.
He
didn't get saved because he was driving the bus. He was the guy. And then look, just because you don't play well,
you brought up Ray Allen hitting the
no. But you gotta understand one question. You gotta understand one thing, and this is something that Lowe said yesterday, and Lowe was very right about. Mars heard when Lowe said this. Lowe says you can't use that because in those other situations, it was Jordan and Kobe giving those guys the ball. In that situation with LeBron in the finals, he shot the 2 bricks and the ball bounced to gets a rebound and passes it to Ray Allen.
And then the ball bounced to Robert Horry as well. And then
no. But that wasn't the end of the hold on, but that wasn't the end of the series though. If LeBron loses that game, the series is over.
But it's a deciding factor. That could change the momentum.
No. I'm saying no. You're not hearing what I'm saying. No. But what I'm saying is this: if Ray Allen doesn't hit that shot, it's over with.
We ain't talking 100%. So, but the thing is,
if Robert Horry doesn't get that, you still got more games to play.
I hear that point, but the thing is, even there's some minute details that could have shifted the whole narrative of the series, right? If they lose that game right there, that their chances of winning that series goes down dramatically because of that. All I'm saying is, so Ray Allen, we could say that Ray Allen did save LeBron James. I'm not even mad at you saying that. But my whole point is that even the greatest of the greats needed luck. They needed situations like that, like a Robert Horry, like a Derek Fisher hitting a crazy shot.
But here's
they needed luck like that in order to put themselves in a position that all matters.
Here's the ether to that. We've seen situations in which Steph Curry bailed his team out from being down 3-1. Him and Klay Thompson, they were down 3-1 to KD. Right? So everybody thought it was over with when they was down 3-1. But what did they do? They turned the series around. It wasn't nothing. They didn't have to snitch on nobody. It was none of that. They just beat them straight like that.
That doesn't happen a lot, though.
No. I'm saying no. It happens frequently. There's been 3-1 leads that have been taken back.
100%, but it's like that doesn't mean that if Shaquille O'Neal was down 3-1, they're automatically going to do the same thing. Like,
well, I bet. Listen, if you told me to put my money on it, I'm betting on Kobe and Shaq in them situations, just because they were able to dominate and influence the game so much with their dominance that if it was anybody that could do it, it was those two. Like at that time, they were the 2 most dominant players in basketball. So if there was, that's an anomaly, what you're saying, but that's what I'm saying for them, for those guys. If it was anybody that could do it, it was going to run like Kobe and Shaq.
Yeah, I hear your point with that. All I'm saying is that even the greatest of the greats needed lucky things like that to happen. Needed other guys to step up. I mean, the 2008 Celtics, they needed Glenn Davis to play big off the bench.
Listen, but that's not luck. That's your teammates doing what they're supposed to do. But what I'm saying is that situation with LeBron, that was luck. That ball got tipped to Ray Allen and his feet was where they was at to not step out of bounds, to hit that type of shot, bro. Everything had to go perfect.
LeBron putting them in the driver's seat and having, I think he had like 13 or 14 in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, but he fell apart when it was all on the wood.
Hey, but he put them in the seat. He put them in a position to hit that shot.
Let me say this to you. If Kobe does the same thing and then misses the last 2 shots and they lose the game, they don't care about the other points he scored in the fourth quarter. They care about those last possessions when you didn't get it done. So all I'm saying is
that's my point. What you're doing right now is for Kobe and Shaq, at least for the Robert Horry thing, I heard you say, oh yeah, Shaq and Kobe put them in a position for that to happen. That could apply for LeBron James as well.
What I'm saying is this, though. My difference to you was there was more games to play. It wasn't like that's the end of the series. My only thing with LeBron is if that reason, the reason why I say he saved that is because if Ray Allen does not hit that 3, they lose that championship. And then what's the narrative of LeBron? It's like Lowe said yesterday. It's a completely different narrative that's out there.
He's not. He has no chance of being the GOAT.
Right. No chance. No, not even that. His whole career has changed now because now you went there talking about how many you was going to win. Then you had to go play the Spurs again the next year if they would have got back. And D Wade wasn't right after that no more. He was hurt. So now your whole narrative changes. And then who knows if the Cleveland stuff happens the way it happens. We don't know how everything else falls into effect. You see what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is that one possession changed an entire championship. Because if Popovich leaves Tim Duncan in the game and they get 1 rebound, they had already rolled out the trophy. With the Kobe and Shaq thing, at least you still have more games. And like I said, I'm betting on Kobe and Shaq before I'm betting on Chris Webber and those guys because I've seen them dudes in situations get folded. In every situation they had, I seen them fold. I hadn't seen Kobe and Shaq in a situation where they was in their prime until they got Karl Malone and Gary Payton, and then Malone and them got hurt, and then Kobe and them just played like shit. That's on them. They lost that chip. See what I'm saying?
Yeah. Mars, do you have anything to say before I read off some more super chats?
Yeah, I just have one question with this Spurs 2013. So we all agree, everyone with a brain would agree that if Ray Allen doesn't make that shot, the Spurs win the championship. That would make Tim Duncan 6-0. That would mean he now has a repeat, which is a big stain for a lot of people in Tim Duncan, the fact that he never repeated. And in this case, he would have won 13 and 14, along with 3 finals MVPs in 99, 03, and 05, 2 regular MVPs, most all defensive teams. So I'm just asking, Ticket, where would you have Tim Duncan ranked if he won that 2013 championship?
Top 5.
So
top 5, ain't no question. Top 5. He would have been Finals MVP that year too. He was killing.
Would he have been above Magic?
Yeah, he'd been top 5, bro. He'd have been above Magic. You win 6 championships, and then, like I said, he never got a back-to-back. That would have gave him the back-to-back. Then he would have had another Finals MVP, along with his regular resume. It would have been hard to say he ain't top 5 like that, bro. Hard to keep a dude that was at that level from being top 5. Now, he's top 10 in my opinion, but I think that's what keeps him out of the top 5 is that he never repeated. And that's
Who's your top 5? Who's your top 5 again?
Huh?
Who's your top 5?
Oh, that's easy. Mike, Kareem, Kobe, Magic, and Wilt.
Wilt doesn't make sense. You got Kareem over Kobe.
Yeah, I got Kareem over Kobe. Kareem had the most unstoppable move in the history of the NBA. Bro, listen, Kobe had all the moves. Kareem had one move that could not be stopped. Listen, LeBron James, hold on, I want you to think about something. LeBron James just passed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with one move scored that many damn points. That's crazy. Now, I know Dub doesn't like Kareem, but I want y'all to think about that. I want you to think about something, Dub. If you got one move, and everybody knows what you're going to do, and you're still hooking everybody to all of them points that he got, bro.
He did more than one move, though. I'm not gonna lie. He had
the sky hook is what he scored a majority of his points off, bro.
Nah, that's
Ticket. Who's more athletic, Michael Jordan or Kareem? Who's more athletic?
No, I told you I got him on the same level. I told you guys they're on the same.
Michael Jordan or Kareem? Who is more athletic?
Oh, Jordan.
Who's more skilled, Michael Jordan or Kareem?
Jordan.
Who's more mentally tough, Michael Jordan or Kareem?
Jordan.
Okay, so you said Kobe was more skilled than MJ, who's also more skilled than Kareem. You said Kobe was more athletic than MJ, who's also more athletic than Kareem.
Right.
Who's more mentally tough, Kareem or Kobe?
Kobe.
Do you understand what I'm saying right now?
How is Kobe not better than Kareem?
How many Finals MVPs Kareem got?
They both have 2.
How many MVPs Kareem got?
He has 6.
How many MVPs? Hold on. How many MVPs Kareem got? Regular season.
6.
Let's contextualize that, though.
How many? No. Let's
contextualize that. But let's contextualize that because if Kobe had player voting, I know Kobe would have had a lot more MVPs.
No,
I'm gonna
say this to you. Hold on. I'm gonna say this to you though. Right. Here's what get me with Kobe and with him and Kareem. Right. Is that the loss to the Pistons and how he performed. Right. In that final, right? And then the 3-1 when they were up and didn't close out Phoenix. I was upset that Kobe didn't go ahead and close that series out. You understand? Mm-hmm. And then another thing that held Kobe against me was, and he couldn't help this, but just an injury that cut off the last 3 years of his career. And so them last 3 years, it just butchered him.
You don't penalize Kareem being in his prime, missing the playoffs in back-to-back years on 2 different teams. At the same time, getting showed up by Moses Malone in the finals, who was giving him
first of all, you got to contextualize
great defender.
Moses Malone was one of the greatest players I played in basketball.
Yeah,
so we talk about Moses Malone. You got to talk about who else was on that team with Moses Malone.
Dr.
That team was stacked.
Kareem had a
but the Lakers were winning in the second half of every single one of those games, and they lost every single one.
I'm just saying, listen, I still think that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the second greatest player to ever play the game of basketball. And the reason why I say that is because everything I love about Kobe, Kareem did this from one position, from the post. Everything he accomplished was from the post. So he put himself at a level from what, and guess what? He didn't get to come down with the basketball and set up his own plays and call his own number of times. He either had to wait for them to throw the ball in or go get it off the boards. That's extremely hard to do. If you know anything about being a big man and playing basketball as a big man, the hardest thing to do is to give yourself the ball. So that's why I respect guys like Moses Malone, who said, look, you ain't got to throw me the ball. I'll go get it off the rim. So that's why I hold him so high in NBA history, because he's a dude that said, look, don't give me the ball. I'm going to go get the rebound so you can shoot it. But most big men, they need you to give them the ball. Like if you took out Joel Embiid's post touches and told him just to go get it off the rim, he doesn't average 30. He averages around 18 to 20 points per game, because now you're telling dudes just to go get it off the rim. See what I'm saying? So when you look at Moses' rebounding numbers and stuff like that, a lot of his points came off of him going to crash the boards, second chance points, just to muscle. And to me, just that within itself is elite and puts you at a certain level. You understand? So then when we go back and we talk about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, he needed guys to get him the ball in the post and to be that dominant. When you needed somebody else to get you the rock, it just puts you at a different level to me, because these other dudes, the guards, have an advantage because they bring the ball up down the court. They decide every possession who gets the ball, who doesn't get the ball, unless you go get it off the boards.
Mars, do you have something to say before I say something about the Kareem thing?
I've never heard the argument that you need to rely on your teammates more, or you need more help.
Well, no. I'm saying guards.
I've never heard that. That's
Let me ask you this question.
I mean, and I want to talk about, because, like I said, you want to bring up time heals all, and times make people forget about a lot of things.
Oh, okay, thanks for using my statement. Thanks.
Yeah, yes, and Mars said this before. I will give credit to Mars. Mars said this before. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. People talk about Kobe and his failures. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar lost to the Philadelphia Sixers. You can't use the excuse that it was against a bomb squad, because he had a bomb squad too.
No, I didn't say that.
I know.
Greatness playing greatness, Dub. It ain't like it. Hold on, Dub.
But if you're
greatness getting swept by other greatness, though.
Yes, he got swept. But let me finish my point.
Listen, what I'm saying. You're not talking about
let me finish my point, because there's more. There's more to it. There's more to it, because then he actually lost to the Golden State Warriors in 1973, and he was a 60-win team to the Golden State Warriors 47-win team, and he had Oscar Robertson there. I think that was the year.
Let me ask you one question.
2 years. That was 2 years after they won the chip.
Who was on that Warriors team?
Rick Barry, I think, was the best player.
But who else was on that Warriors team?
All right, let me look it up. I know Rick Barry was the main guy. I don't think they had anybody.
You don't know about Nate Thurman. Come on, Dub. You got no ball.
Come on, Dub.
Nate Thurman was on that team. Yeah.
Come on, Dub.
But Nate Thurman wasn't Nate Thurman at that time. Not in 1973.
Dub.
What do you think Nate Thurman?
Pull up that roster right now.
Nate. All right, I got the series right now. You have
Rick Barry averaged around damn near 30, right?
You have nobody averaged 30.
I'm talking about for the season. I'm talking about for that season.
Oh, for the season, Rick Barry averaged 22. In 1973.
He only averaged 22?
Yes, they wasn't the Golden State.
Who was the other scorers on the team that year? The top scorers.
All right. For the top scores for the Golden State Warriors, it's Rick Barry. Rick Barry was number 1 with 22. Nate Thurman 17. Jeff Mullen 17, and then Kazay Russell 15. Like they
had a more balanced.
They had a balanced roster, but bro, a 47.
I've seen Game 5 of that series. Kareem folded in Game 5.
Kareem, bro. If this was any, no. If this was anybody else, if this was LeBron, but if this was LeBron James, people would crucify him for losing in the first round and getting upset by Rick Barry and Nate Thurman. And Nate Thurman only had 13 in that series. So like, what are we talking about?
Nate Thurman wasn't a scorer, to be fair.
We got to put this in context. Those guys you just named were some of the greatest players ever played the game of basketball. But let me say this. Hold on. Let me say this. Hold on, dog. Let me say this. Hold on. But we've also seen this same type of situation with Kobe. And Kobe's my guy. But to the Detroit Pistons, who had no superstars on that team, their leading scorer was Chauncey Billups. Chauncey Billups and Rip Hamilton. Now, if you look at those averages, they were averaging around the same amount of points per game as those guys you named from the Warriors. Now, again, styles make matchups, right? So sometimes, yeah, you may have the better player, but when you're playing a better overall team that's lined up, that have Hall of Famers on that team, but you don't have guys are sacrificing and not out there. Because if you pull up Rick Barry's career, Rick Barry the other years, he was averaging damn near 30. But that year you're talking about, he wasn't averaging those numbers. So guess what? It's the same thing like the LeBron James effect when he went to Miami. When he went to Miami, all them other dudes' averages went down. So if you looked at Chris Bosh and them, you'll say, well, damn, Bosh only averaged like 16, 17 points. He wasn't really, no, he was still one of the top players. He sacrificed, and they were still a great team, but his sacrifice made them a greater team. The same thing with D Wade. He wasn't averaging 26, 27 no more. He's averaging around 23, 24. but his sacrifice made them a better team, especially that second year when they hold on. I'm gonna give you this example. The first year when they went to the finals, it was D Wade that was killing. It was D Wade that was averaging 26, 27 in the final, right? And LeBron James was only averaging 17. But guess what? Even though they had elite players, that wasn't a formula for them to win. The formula had to switch around. Bosh and Wade, who outplayed LeBron James, had to take a back seat and it had to be in reverse for those guys to have a better formula to win. So all I'm saying to you is when you look at Rick Barry and those teams, they had Hall of Famers on that team. All I'm saying to you is that you can't just look at it and say, hey, man, because those dudes wouldn't put up these amount of numbers, that they wasn't a better team than what Kareem had. Because even though Kareem was that dude, then even though we look at guys like that to do supernatural shit, it goes back to my other argument. You have to remember one thing, is that in Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, you have to give him the ball. The same thing with Shaq. You have to give him the ball, right? So that they're dominant. So when we say that, it's situations where you can say, hey, but if you're a guard, now it's different, because if you're Kobe, if you're LeBron, if you're KD, if you're these guys, now you can say, everybody get out my way. I'm going to take us there. Just give me the ball, get out my way, and I'm going to take us there. From the perimeter, from anywhere on the court, from the top, they're bringing it down. So if you're a big man, you got to fight to get position and hope they throw it to you in the post. And then you have to dominate from the post area, which those guys got a more open court if you think about it from the guard position.
Okay.
So
all right, take it. So you said a point where just because you have a better record is about play style and everything. That could apply to Detroit Pistons as well, where they had a good play style, they had good guys, and even though they didn't have the Hall of Famers in which the Lakers had, they were just an overall better team because of that. That could apply to them. The Golden State Warriors, literally after beating Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, where he went from a 30-point per game score to the 22 per game score, and he dropped. He played very bad in that series against the Golden State Warriors. That's just he had Oscar Robertson. He had guys with
Kobe played bad against the Pistons.
Okay, so
the big difference is the Detroit Pistons were an all-time great defense. The Warriors were not. They weren't an all-time great defense. They were a good team.
All right, well, listen.
That the series was close, and then Game 5, a 2-2 tie.
Listen, I'm not knocking you two. I'm not knocking you two. If y'all got Kobe over Kareem,
my whole point is
I think deep down you have Kobe over Kareem.
Yeah,
I think deep down you believe Kobe is better than Kareem.
I have my reasons, because I watched Kareem tapes from when he came out of college, where he was the best player in the world coming from college, and then he came into the NBA off the rip and was the best player in basketball based off the post position. To me, to be that dominant, and here's the thing with Kobe and Shaq, right? I always thought that Kobe Bryant was a better basketball player than Shaq, but I had to rank Shaq over Kobe at that time when they were playing together because of what Shaq, his dominance and what he was doing. But when Kobe got away from Shaq, which is what he wanted to do to be able to prove how great he truly was, that was the only way he was going to get his credit. That's when I elevated him over him. So when we looking at a guy like Kareem, he still needed guys to get him the ball. Kobe could go anywhere he want. He is the rock. He's going to bring the ball up. He's going to control the game.
That's a point that actually helps Kobe's case to be over.
No, it doesn't help Kobe's case because it takes it.
No, you're not depending on nobody else. You can sit here and have control over the game.
Listen. It gives Kobe a better advantage over Kareem, is what I'm saying. Because Kareem, when you're a big man, hold on, guards automatically have a better advantage over bigs. And I'm gonna tell you why.
Apply to MJ too.
No, I'm saying to you, bro. In the history of basketball, you can ask any pro basketball player this. They'll tell you, guards have the advantages over big men. The reason why is because they control everything in the game. The guards are control the game. That's why you never see players that want to play with teams that don't have good point guards, because the guards are the ones who control the tempo and the pace of the game, not the big man. A big man can post up every time he wants. If a guard ain't slowing the game down and giving him the ball, that don't mean nothing.
But that's when system comes into play, and the fact that Kareem was playing in an era where they were forcing it to run through the big man helps him dictate the game more because of that. Even though in today's standard, yes, I think that's more applicable, but back then they were trying to live through the big man, play through the big man, which gives him a good enough opportunity to affect the game at a high level.
Well, I'm just going to say it to you like this, Doug. And you guys can say this, and it's cool. I understand that. But if you ask any of the basketball players who play in the NBA in the history of the game, any of these guys, right, most of them will tell you that they think Kobe was more skilled than Kareem. You won't get an argument from most players. But what they will tell you is based off of what they saw from Kareem, they have to rank Kareem over Kobe Bryant. Now, here's the reason why I rank.
They only do that because of the accolades.
No,
a lot of players.
A lot of players didn't even see Kareem like that.
It's not true, bro. Listen, Doug, I'm gonna tell you something. This is why I'm telling you this is not true. Bro, when we play basketball, right? Most basketball players, most of them, right, have also been students of the game when they grew up. Now, I'm not talking about the new age dudes. I'm talking about the old school cats, because those are the guys they looked up to when they were coming along. So when Kobe and all these guys are coming into the league, they're looking at all those guys' games that came before them. Jay, Jordan.
Okay, Shaquille O'Neal, perfect example. Isaiah. You seen on Flowing and Chill, right? Shaquille O'Neal literally said word for word, "Oh yeah, I seen some of Wilt Chamberlain's highlights. It's not moving me," implying that that was the first time.
Hold on. Shaq say that because he never had to line up against Wilt. Shaq never had a dude. Shaq never had a dude. Hold on. Shaq never had a dude. Shaq never had a dude. Shaq never. Hold on.
That clarifies, and that Shaq implying he didn't have a chance to look at back in the day. He's saying he's just watched it right now, showing that he's just watching it right now. He wasn't at that time when he was a young buck looking at that.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, Dub, I got this big ass hookah too, man. You see my shit, Dub?
Yeah, you wilding for that, boy. That's a nice one too.
Dub, them was some Don Corleone type shit. These motherfuckers be trolling on YouTube, Dub. I'm living the life for real, Dub.
You know what I'm saying? Bro, I'm trying to be like you, man.
You know what I'm saying? Come pull up on your boy. You and Mars, man. I got a whole line of freaks lined up for y'all. Anyways, let me say what I had to say again, right? Yeah. So, right.
After this, I'll get some guys up here.
All I'm saying to you is, right, and I'm gonna say this to y'all again, bro. The reason why I put Kareem over Kobe and over most of those guys except for Mike, everybody except for Mike, is because I understand as a big man, it's more difficult to dominate from that position, especially if you're not a Moses Malone, where you're counting on teammates just to throw you the ball in the post. That's why I rate Moses Malone so high, because Moses Malone wasn't a go-to type of player. He was a dude that went and got it, and look at the numbers he put it up. And he did that ever since he was in Petersburg High School. He was doing that to when he went to the league. So, and Mo always used to talk like that. Hey, man, just give me the ball. I'm Mo Malone. Moses Malone, give me the ball. Hey, just give me the ball. If you don't go give me the ball, you ain't got to give me the ball. Okay, you don't give me the ball, I'll go get it. So, but these guys didn't watch that, Dub. When you watch Kareem, bro, and you just watch this dude throw up a skyhook on everybody, and nobody could block it, nobody could stop it. I'm just saying that one move, and based off the fact that he couldn't personally, because listen, if Kareem could control the game, like he could play like now, had handles, could come down, pull up the mid-range, bro, it wouldn't even be close. It wouldn't even be close. If Kareem came up in this type of era with the move he had still, but the ability of like a Kevin Garnett or one of them dudes that could put the ball on the floor, pull up off the J, all that, we wouldn't even be having a conversation. But this dude did all this based off twos. Without even the threes involved, he did this all based off twos and dominance in the game, right? So at the end of the day, yes, all great players have failures. But I'm just looking at Kareem, and the reason why I put him over Kobe, and I have him slightly over Kobe, but the reason why I put him over Kobe is because of that part right there. Slightly over Kobe. Not a lot, slightly.
I got to get some guys up here, and fellas, give me one chance. Oh, you smoking too? Give me one chance to read some super chats. Dub, how can Bucks beat Boston 7 the second time if Middleton has been inconsistently trash? I don't think they could beat Boston if Middleton's playing like this. Thoughts on LaMarcus Aldridge's career? He did retire recently. Salute to him, bro. One of the legends of the game, bro. Love LaMarcus all growing up, bro. Respect to his career, man. Brandon Ingram is having a career season, even though he hasn't played a huge number of games this season. What do y'all think about what he's been doing this season during the time he's been available? TNT really spotlighted him last night.
He been hurt. I like B.I., but he been hurt most of the year, and he hadn't really had too much of an effect. He hadn't really been able to you can't really judge this year. I like the year he made the All-Star team better. And he proved more that year than he did this year.
Mars?
I since I've stopped hating on Brandon Ingram, I've been trying to say I think Brandon Ingram's a really good player. I still think he's the Pelicans' best player. If Zion comes back and they make it in the playoffs, I don't think anyone wants to see them in round one because I think they can cause a huge upset if Zion's available.
Got you. I got 13 more. Give me a second. Ticket, you are on record saying if LeBron won that 2007 championship, that would be the best ring of all time.
You said what?
He said that you said if LeBron won in 2007, that would be the best championship of all time.
Yeah, besides Dirk, yeah.
Not bad. Ticket logic. If you lose before the finals, it doesn't count. #casual.
No, I didn't say that. Hold on. I didn't say that. That's another reason. Kobe Bryant lost many times before the final. So I'm not saying that. But I also said to Dub, I counted out that I had to, and I didn't want to, but I had to hold them last years against him because he got hurt. If Kobe Bryant didn't get hurt, it's a whole different conversation we have. because he was still playing at elite level. He dragged them team to the playoffs, and guess what? I think they beat the Spurs. I think they get to the finals that year with Dwight and them. I think Kobe takes that team all the way.
Damn. Yeah, but Kareem didn't get hurt, but he was just washed up in the last two championships, pretty much. 87 and 88, he just wasn't the same guy. Like, he wasn't hurt, but like he won two rings in like the third or fourth playoff.
Kobe wasn't. He was eliminated from that then. At that point, the injuries just eliminated him completely.
Yeah, but you can't say Kobe was ever the third best player in the team that won a championship. Like, Kobe has 5 rings where he was the second or best player. Kareem was like.
I agree with you, Mars. I understand what y'all saying. I'm telling y'all, the only reason why I slightly have Kareem over is because as playing a big man, I played a 4, but I understand the difference of playing. If you played a post position, you would understand exactly what I'm saying. If you bring any big man in here, Mars, any of them dudes, I mean, not Mars, Bobby, any of them guys, they'll tell you. Shaq knows this too. Big Shaq knows this, that they produce the show. He knows this. Like, the big man position is the hardest position to dominate from, because most big men, you don't control when you get the ball. The guards control when they give you the ball.
Ticket. Dub earlier was mentioning how Robert Horry hit that 3 to win that game 4,
right?
In 2002, right? And he was comparing that to how you were mentioning how Ray Allen saved LeBron.
Game 4, right? Game 5.
It was game 4.
All right, go ahead.
So Horry hit that shot. He did save Kobe. He did save Shaq because they lost game 5.
No, you're not hearing me. No, you're not. That's what I'm saying.
Hit that shot, they lose the series.
Hold on, you're not hearing what I'm saying though. Was the series over with if he hit that shot? If he don't hit that shot?
Okay, if he doesn't hit that shot, they
go
down.
I'm asking one question. No, I'm saying, hold on. No, I'm gonna ask you one question. Is the series over with 0-0-0-0? No more time left to play in the entire series if he doesn't hit that shot.
No.
Okay, so now if I'm gonna ask you one more question. Hold on, I'm gonna ask you one more question. If Ray Allen doesn't get the ball from Chris Bosh, who rebounded it, and then somehow had the nerve to throw it to Ray, whose foot was almost not touching the line, if he doesn't hit that 3, what happens, sir?
They lose.
We don't have no if or more games. Hold on. It ain't no more games. So let me ask you this question. So then let me go ask you this question, right? Were the Sacramento Kings at that time perennial chokers in the playoffs?
Not yet, no. And also, so
what do you mean? Time out. Hold on. What do you mean not yet? They had already been swept.
Well, no,
the Lakers had already swept them.
Let's go into that series. What happened in the series?
I'm saying, time out. The Lakers had already swept them.
Okay. So
the Lakers had swept. Hold on. The year before that, the Lakers mopped them off the floor. It wasn't even close.
The Lakers swept everyone though.
No. But you're not hearing what I'm saying. I'm saying this. I'm making a point to him about the Sacramento Kings. I'm making a point.
We can talk about that series though. We know what happened in that series.
And hold on, sir. And let me say this to you. Let me ask you this question, because I'm gonna see where your basketball knowledge at. So forget that game, right?
No.
When they had a chance, hold on. Forget that game. Hold on. Forget that game with Robert Horry that you just said, right? Let's go to a different game in that series, right?
Which game?
What happened when they had a chance to win that series in Game 7, and the ball got kicked out to a wide open Peja Stojakovic, one of the best shooters in the game?
Yeah.
Hold on. Because see, listen, when you talk to me, you're talking to a real basketball aficionado.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So I'm gonna ask you again. Hold on. I'm gonna ask you again. Because I told you. Hold on. I told you. Time out. I'm gonna say this again. Listen. I told you the Sacramento Kings were perennial choke artists, right? So let me say this to you one more time. Once again, the Sacramento Kings had a chance to win the Western Conference Finals at home in Sacramento.
Hold on.
Game 7. No. Listen, in Game 7. Hold on, sir. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. I want you to hold on. I'm gonna make a point to you. Hold on 1 second. I want you to answer one question. I'm gonna listen to yours. I want you to answer one question. I'm gonna listen to yours. In Game 7 of that series, the Sacramento Kings had a chance to win the NBA Western Conference at home.
Yeah.
When the ball, hold on, because we gotta hold on, we gotta talk truth here. Hold on 1 second, dog. Hold on, sir. We gotta speak truth here. Hold on 1 second. Let's speak truth. Right, hold on, let's speak truth down the stretch. Doug Christie shot a wide open air ball down the stretch in that series. Well, I mean, not air ball. He shot a wide open brick that damn near hurt somebody in the first row.
Okay.
But the way he shot that brick from 3. Hold on. But when the game was on the line, in the last few seconds of the game, the ball was kicked to one of the best 3-point shooters in all the NBA. And Peja, I'm not from around these parts. I'm Stojakovic, wide open. What did Peja Stojakovic do when the game was on the line? What did he do?
Okay,
okay, shot an airball, right? So, and that was the game. Hold on, and that was the game.
Okay.
So, hold on. All I'm saying to you, hold on. All I'm saying to you is this. All I'm saying to you is this. I'm saying to you. I'm gonna let you go. Hold on, I'm gonna let you go. The reason why I told you that when I said that when Shaq and Kobe, if Robert Horry doesn't hit that shot and they lose that game, guess what, sir? It still had to be more on that because they had to win all the other games in order to win the series. They had to win more games. So that means that the Sacramento Kings choke more games along the way.
Okay. So can I go now? Can I go? You ready, Stick It? You ready? Okay. So before there's a game 7, what has to happen? There has to be a game 6.
They had to get their ass whooped. They had to get their ass whooped.
Oh, yes, exactly. So is a game 7 guaranteed? Can you win a series without it going 7 games?
But they had to win the other games.
No, Stick It. Can you win a series without it going 7 games?
The Lakers won the other games.
Stick It, I asked you a question. Can you win a series without it going 7 games?
In that series, no. In that series, you could not have won it without going 7.
Wait. Why not?
It was about to be a 3-1 series, right?
Hold on. Okay,
yeah, it would have been 3-1. Yeah.
So let's go back in the series. Kings were up 2-1. Game 4. Game 4. We know that Robert Horry hit that shot to stop the Lakers from going down 3-1. Right. What else happened in that game? Do you remember anything really major that was controversial? That was a fucking robbery that happened.
What, in game 5? In game 5?
Game 4.
Game 4.
Game 4. Do you
go ahead, name it.
Let's talk about history. Hey, Mark.
Okay, go ahead, name it.
That game?
No, I don't watch.
Was that? Was that the free throw game? Was that the free throw game?
But go ahead now.
Is that the free throw?
He's gonna play free throws. Go ahead.
No. That's game 6. Game 6 was the one that was ridiculous.
He's on mute.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh,
Game
okay.
6
There was 2 games.
Go ahead. So what happened? What happened in game? What happened in game?
Let's do a little history lesson. Let's go back. So game 4, Samaki Walker hit a buzzer beater. He hit a half-court buzzer beater that shouldn't have counted. It was after the clock, but they didn't review it because back then they didn't review the shot. You could literally see on the replay he had the ball still in his hands. The 3 should have counted, should have been waved off. They counted the 3.
You're right.
If they didn't count that 3, Robert Horry's shot doesn't fucking matter because the Lakers still lose.
Okay, now let's say this. Right? Now hold on. Now I agree with you on that. Time out. I agree with you on that. That's a good point. Now let me ask you this question. How many series in NBA history have we seen stuff that happened that shouldn't have counted, a foul that shouldn't have been called, something that happened that changed the whole series?
No, but this is something.
Don't make me do it to you. And a team end up winning, benefiting off that. Don't make me do it to you. Don't make me do it to you.
Kareem getting fouled.
I can do it to you. It's been a lot of games where dudes got fouled. It should not have been a foul, and they got put on the line.
Yeah.
It was a crucial situation, and it changed the whole.
Yeah. Oh, he's cutting out. But okay, Ticket.
Don't make me do it to you.
Ticket. Yeah, I agree. Those things happen, like fouls being missed, things like that. But this is a little different. This is a little more egregious. We're talking about a 3-point shot counting after the buzzer when the ball's clearly in the dude's hands, and we see it on replay, and the refs don't wipe it off. When have we ever seen it happen? When have we ever?
Let me say this. I agree with you. I agree with your. Hold on. I totally agree with your point. No, that's a good. Hold on. That's a good. Let me ask you a question. Hold on. That's a good point, right? Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. That's a good point, right? Now, I want you to think about something real quick because I agree with your point, what you said, right? I want you to hold on 1 second. I can't sit up here and lie and say I don't agree with what you said. I agree with what you just said, but I want you to think about one thing, right? I want you to think about one thing, okay? Sir, if I go jump in this swimming pool right now and hold my head underwater for 5 minutes, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? I want you to hold on. I want to ask you a question. What's gonna happen?
How long can you hold your breath?
Hold on. I'm dead, right? So no, I want you to think about something.
What?
I want y'all to think about something, right? He says that, right? Now I want y'all to think about this, right? Think about this. So let's say Samaki Walker that 3 doesn't count, right?
Okay.
Hold on. Let me finish.
What?
That doesn't mean. Hold on. That doesn't mean that the rest of that game goes the way it goes. That game could go an entirely different way. You don't know because based off, and the reason why I said the same about the swimming. Hold on. The reason why I said what I said about the swimming pool is because if I don't hold my head underwater, my whole life journey is different. So you don't know. Listen. So Doug, stop playing. I want to explain the point. Listen, dog. You're not listening to what I'm saying. Dog, I want you to listen to my analogy, bro. Listen. So you hold on. So what you're saying is, hold on. So what you're saying is, hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. We got time. Hold on 1 second. So what you're saying is, sir, you're saying that just because Dub, I want y'all to think about this. He's saying just because Samaki Walker 3 got counted, that's the reason why the Lakers was able to win that game. That's not true. Because listen, we don't know how any certain play or possession can change the course of history in basketball. If Kevin Durant in the warm-ups 2 weeks ago doesn't move one way or doesn't try that dunk, he doesn't get hurt like that. Right?
Okay.
So hold on. All I'm saying to you is just because they counted that 3. If they didn't count the 3, it doesn't mean the Lakers still would have went on to win or lose that game. We don't know how history would have been changed, sir.
Yes, it does. Let me tell you why. Because so let's follow your little journey, your little whatever the BS you just made up right there. Okay, let's follow your journey.
BS, go ahead.
Okay, what was the journey of that game? What was going on in that game? How was that game going for the Lakers?
It was a close game.
Wait. No, the Lakers were down double digits.
Yeah. Right. Hold on. I'm saying no. I'm saying hold on. The Lakers I'm talking about down the stretch. No, I'm saying down the stretch. Hold on. No, okay. No, you talking about before he hit the 3. You talking about before he hit the 3.
Before he hit the 3, the Lakers were down 15 points.
Okay, no. Okay, I thought you talking about the overall game. My bad. Go ahead.
Oh, no. Yeah. So his 3 was helping them cut down the lead to come back.
Okay, that's hold on. Let me ask you this one question.
Hold up. They were trailing most of the game. They were trailing up until Robert Horry hit that crazy ass shot.
That's cool. Hey, you right. Hey, hold on. I agree with you, right? I agree with you.
Hold on. So the problem with what you're saying is it wasn't like it was a back and forth and they were trading leads and one team was going up and one team was going up and the other team was going back. No. Lakers were trying to come back because they were trying.
Hold on. Well, so let me ask you this question. Right? Let me ask you. Hold on. I got Ethan. Hold on. You right. Hold on. I got ether for that. Hold on. I got ether for that, right? I got ether for that. You right. Hold on. You right. It could have went the other way, right? What happened with the Lakers against Portland in the Western Conference Finals in the fourth quarter when they were down 18?
We ain't talking about Portland, man.
You know, no. Yeah. See, 2 can play this game. My whole point is, sir, let me ask you a question, sir. I want Mars to look up something right now. Mars, I want you to Google something. I want you to look up the biggest comeback from halftime in an NBA playoff series.
I know.
The biggest point differential. So you say, hold on, you saying just because they could have been down 15 at the half doesn't mean that they still would have lost that game. Why? Because we've seen the Lakers in them positions before, and we've seen Kobe and Shaq go on a run like Kobe and Shaq, and we've seen them cut leads and win the championship when it's on the line.
Yeah, that's a whole separate game, whole separate series.
No, but I'm talking about, I'm giving you example. Hold on, sir, hold on. But what you're doing is you're playing God. You're trying to say you know what would have happened. You're trying to say you would have known what would have happened if Samaki Walker didn't hit that. So let me ask you a question. You can tell the future. You Cleo the psychic. You know what would have happened if Samaki Walker wouldn't have hit that 3.
Yeah, you know what happened? They would have taken 3 points off the board.
Okay, no. I asked you that. So hold on. So can you guarantee me right now that Sacramento wins that game if Samaki Walker's 3 doesn't count?
Yes.
So you hold on. So you're guaranteeing that the Sacramento Kings would have won that game.
What are we doing?
He's a goddamn fool. You're guessing, sir. You're guessing.
No, I'm not guessing. I'm not guessing. Because what does that 3 counting or not counting change about how the Lakers were playing? The Lakers were still down. They were still trailing. They were still trying to come back.
Man, I blow sheets right in your face, dog.
Yeah, I'm right. You gotta go pull up a whole nother series.
Like I said to you again, I gave you hold on. I gave him a point. Hey, I gave him this point, Dub. And the reason why I gave him this point, Dub, is because of one thing, right, Dub? Is that because we've seen great players constantly go on runs and be down certain amounts of points, cut leads.
Yeah.
And specifically, hold on, sir. Specifically, Kobe and Shaq. We've seen them in this position before. You understand? Like 50 Cent said, this is nothing new. I've been in this position before. Same old shit. You understand what I'm saying? Different day.
Seen them lose too.
No. What I'm saying to you is this, right? So it could go either way. So you're guaranteeing that they would have lost. You can't do that. You can't do that.
The context of the game is they were losing, they were trailing, they were trying to come back.
Nigga, the context of the game against Portland, they were getting their ass kicked. They were getting the water.
And that Rob
Why do you think Scottie Pippen went off?
The Rob Boy shot was literally at the end of the game. It was like the last.
Bro, your point is blatant. Your point is blatantly bullshit because you cannot guarantee either way they would have won or lost, bro.
No, because what does the shot not going in or going in change?
Hey, Drew. No, hold on. I want Fran and Drew Deron to get.
We're not getting nowhere.
So go ahead, fellas. I want you guys to get some.
Take it. I'm gonna get on there with you later on. You already know. I got something for you too.
I feel with the Portland situation, it's two complete different situations, but I do understand Ticket's point with regards to that. We really don't know what would have happened if after he would have missed a shot. Maybe the Lakers would have lost that game. I wasn't really around that time to. I'm sorry.
We pop bottles on dudes like that, dude. Go ahead, homie. Go ahead, my boy. My boy look like Adam Morrison. Go ahead. We pop bottles on dudes like this. We pop. Hey, Doug. We pop. Hey, Doug. We pop big bottles on dudes like this, dog. You already know how I do, dog. We pop big bottles. You understand what I'm saying, dog?
That's phenomenal. That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
We pop big bottles on dudes like this, dog. We ain't worried about no dude like that, dog. Like I said, man, we fire it up. We pop big bottles. You understand what I'm saying, dog? You feel me?
Just chill. I don't know if we have any. I don't know if we have any. I don't know if we have any restrictions. Oh, let me grab my bottle real quick. I'll be right back.
Feel me, dog?
Oh my God.
We pop bottles like this, dog.
Go ahead, Adam Morrison. Go ahead, bro.
Right. I had to let you look. I had to let you know what it is, dog. We pop big bottles on dudes like you, dog. Let's go. Let's get it.
But no, I was originally saying with the point of I'm sorry, I got lost track. Sacramento, I feel like they were perennial playoff chokers, but I feel like in that game, if they do miss that 3-point shot, I feel like Sacramento would have had the edge to win that specific series. But
I agree.
They literally won the game. They won the game right after that. So they would have won the series. They would have won 4-1.
No, you never know how that game. Listen, this is why. Let me ask you a question, dog. Have you ever played basketball before?
Yeah, I played basketball.
No. Have you ever played like pro basketball before?
No, I haven't played pro.
Okay, so let me explain something to you, right?
Wait,
you're cooked. You're cooked.
Hold on 1 second. I want to explain one thing to you, and this is something you can ask Shaq and Kobe and these guys. Oh, not Kobe now, RIP, but you can ask Shaq and other guys who played that time, right? Depending on how series goes, sometimes it changes your mindset and your desperation within the series. So sometimes you may have a different attention to detail when you're down 3-1 versus, for example, like Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors did. The Golden State Warriors were dead in the water when they played KD and they were down 3-1. But all of a sudden, when everybody thought the series was over with, they clicked. And then in basketball, sometimes once you take the momentum, it just happens like that. So the same thing with LeBron James against the Warriors. Once LeBron James got the momentum, it was over with. A series can change just like that.
Yeah, except we know that when teams are down 3-1, like 99, 95.
No. But hold on. But when we're talking about hold on. But see, here's a difference. Hold on. Here's a difference. Hold on. Here's a difference. In this specific situation, we're talking about the greatest players that ever played a game of basketball. So in the situation with the Warriors, we're talking about some of the greatest players in Steph Curry to ever play basketball. In the situation with the Cavs, greatest players ever played a game of basketball. Dub, you don't want to do this, Dub. You got a bottle, Dub? I got 100. I got Club Shay Shay.
I got it right here, brother.
I got Club Shay. Hold on, Dub. What you got, Dub? Hold on. Put it up there, Dub. You want to do this? You want to do this on open gym, Dub? Oh, Dub, you gonna make me go? You gonna make me go in the bag, Dub? Hey, Dub. I can go. Hey, Dub. I can give it to you new style, old fashioned, dog. How you want it, dog?
I like learning the old school, man. I like.
Okay, so Dub, right here we got. And a lot of people know about this. This is that Crown Royale right here. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know if you know nothing about this, Dub.
Hold on, take it. I don't think we could be doing that on stream like this.
We might get a sponsorship from Crown Royale. Yeah, we can.
Love Crown.
Bro, we ain't drinking. This ain't nothing but Club Shay Shay. This is club ticket right here. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Straight like that. Hey, Dub, these dudes on YouTube is trolls, Dub. We do this, Dub. We do this for real, Dub. Dub, we do this for real, dog. These dudes is trolls, Dub. You understand what I'm saying, Dub? These dudes is trolls for real, bro. Listen, man. I'll tell you something, Dub. We do it for real, Dub. We don't have to play no games. We don't have to have no innuendos, none of this stuff, Dub. When I say big boy shit, Dub, I mean that. Now, Dub, how you want it, Dub? We can come in here. We can give you. Like I said, we can do it. Let me go ahead and break it down for you, Dub. I'll show you how to do this, son. Now, Dub, we can give to him like this, or you understand what I'm saying? If I got the ladies over here, Dub, right?
Where the DJ at?
You know what I'm saying? I let her sip on that pink stuff right there, Doug. You understand what I'm saying?
I see you.
I let her sip on that pink stuff right there, Doug.
Hey, I got 2 minutes to read off some super chats because we're on strict time.
I got my
right
water.
now, so let me get this off real quick. Let's be honest. Whenever anyone has constructive criticism, it's a bunch of bots, and everyone else's fault. Watch him play through his career. He had clunky, unpolished mechanics until like 2013. So 2001 team is the same. 2017, no one improved in 6 years.
They didn't have Parker or Ginobili either.
Yeah.
Tim Duncan was a better player, but Karen.
There's the dumbest argument I've ever heard. If Ray misses, come on, man, make some solid arguments. Stop doing the hypothetical. We listen to somebody who got Wilt over Braun.
Yeah,
he got 38K from one move. That's okay. LBJ has the second most finals MVPs. Yeah, he's not top 5.
6 finals losses.
6 finals losses. None of these excuses apply to LeBron James, Jordan.
Exactly. So like,
yeah. Oh, I gotta get these off. I would keep setting super chats until we get Combat Sports. Aramis Jones with a super chat. Ticket. He's upped his averages, assist points last night. He had 31 points, 11 and 12. He had 2 triple doubles this past week, and since he's been back, he's averaged 28, 29 from the last 10 games. No, I'm not saying that. Bro called 20% of hold ons.
They got a winning or losing record.
They got an Al haircut. Hitler come over. Oh my God.
They got a winning or losing record with him this year.
That's Ram.
Losing.
Ticket.
Hey, I never said I was.
Oh my God.
Dub, we have 9 seconds.
Y'all be easy. Like the video on the way out. We're on
Ticket versus the world up next.
Ticket versus the world up next. Y'all be
y'all
easy.
can pull up if y'all want. We can continue this. Y'all can pull up.
I'm coming.